And good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing? Hope you're having a fantastic morning wherever you are in the big wide world. Hope you guys are doing well. We are back. We're live. We're streaming as always. Give me a second. Let me brush my hair. Give me 1 second. All right, you guys, we are back. So sorry, I missed the first couple of moves. What happened? Okay. What do we get from Ding Liren? So Ding Liren is playing the French opening. I will adjust the board if it's off. I think it's okay. Maybe I'll adjust. But we got the French opening. So Ding Liren playing the French rather than 1e5 in game 1. Okay, all pretty normal. Okay, we got the Steinitz Variation, Knight ce2. A little bit unusual, by the way. Normally white plays Knight f3 here. We get Knight ce2 and c3. So all pretty standard so far. Now this, of course, gives me... this reminds me a lot of way back in the old days. I want to say it was in like the early 2000s. I think Vishy Anand was playing a lot of Knight ce2 and c3. I think he might have beaten Alexei Shirov with it, if I remember correctly. So anyway, hope the sound is good. And we'll keep going. Game number 1, of course, of the World Championship match. It's 11 a.m. European stream. Exactly, yeah. I slept a little bit. I didn't sleep that much. But I did sleep a little bit, yeah. Audio is fine. Okay. Early 2000 Stone Age. I think I actually played this. What was the game? I'm trying to remember what the game was. There was a game that I played. Let me see if I can find. I'm pretty sure it was in this, but I could be wrong. Let me see if I can find the game. 1 second. Steinitz. Let me see. 1 second, you guys. Yeah, this was. By the way, so yeah, this game I remember quite well. This was in the World Youth Chess Festival in the year 2000. I'll change the scene, of course. Give me 1 second. Where did I get it? Yeah, so in the World Youth Chess Festival in 2000, in the last round, I played a game against a player from the Netherlands, Daniel Stelwagen. And it was actually this exact line. It was very similar, I should say, with this position. So I won this last game in the under 14s in 2000. It did get me, I believe, a bronze medal, or maybe it was, I think actually it was silver medal in that event. So I do remember this game. This was played in 2000, only nearly a quarter century ago. But this is the position we currently have on the game between Gukesh and, of course, Ding Liren. So this is what we have. Let me move this up. Give me 1 second. There we go. All right, so this is what we have. Waiting for a move from Ding Liren. This is not a good sign, if I'm going to be honest, that Ding is thinking here. This should not come as a massive surprise to him. So yeah. All right. So who am I supporting? I am not supporting anyone specifically. I would say that if I look at the context of what is good for chess, objectively, I think that Gukesh winning is better. Did I sell my Bitcoin? Why would I sell my Bitcoin? That would be the stupidest thing anybody could do. Why would I sell my Bitcoin? That just sounds stupid. But anyway, all right. Tesla up 360 pre-market. So, all right, this means we're gonna get a lot of French. Yeah. Is he even at the board? Maybe he's not at the board. Let me refresh. I mean, of course, I can watch it. I'm not going to deal with like the nonsense around legal threats and everything else if I show the cam. So we're not going to do that. But let's see what we get. Do I know who Satoshi is? No, I don't. Report is one of the coaches of Ding Liren. Now, if Ding is actually at the board and thinking, that is a bad sign. I will actually take a look. Let me see. Which one is it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, Ding is at the board. He is thinking. So yeah, we're gonna get the show on the road, you guys. Obviously, slow start here for us. 4 a.m. this morning. So yeah, legal threats. That's a big word. FIDE likes to throw around legal threats all the time. So yeah, it's what it is. So, all right. Am I tired? I am a little bit tired. Obviously it's 4:09 a.m. in the morning here, so I am tired. But all right, so let's get the show on the road. I'll drink some Red Bull and go from there. So, anyway. So, All right, stream on Twitch, you will get more views. Views are not the, actually, I'll tell you guys a general thing. I'll use a general thing. No, I'm drinking Red Bull. I went out and bought a little bit of Red Bull earlier this morning because I feel like coffee is good, but I think I want something good and then go from there. So yeah. All right. So where were we? Where were we? I forget where we were. So anyway, 4M WTF, yes. Well, this is a world championship. It is one chess event that starts very early. So yeah, talking about views, I do have a contract with Kick that I get paid for, and I'm gonna be frank, you guys. It is better than what I would get off of ads on Twitch. Even if I had 20,000 viewers for every minute I was live on Twitch, it's better than that. So a lot of people don't understand the economics of how it works. Now, this is a very, very bad sign. This is a very, very bad sign that we have Ding thinking here. Very, very bad sign. I slept, but I didn't sleep as long as I would have liked to have slept. This is a very, very bad sign. The fact that Ding is thinking here is not good. Not good. Not good. No. Anyway. So, all right. All right. Sorry about this. So, okay, a little bit slow at the start. We'll try to pick up the pace a little bit as we go. But I would say right now this is a very, very bad sign. This is a terrible sign that Ding is thinking here. This is a very, very bad sign. He should not be deep in the tank. This should be something that he has looked at. What's the best move? I'm not sure. I would guess that if I were playing here, I'd probably go f6. F6 or queen b6 are the two moves. Bishop e7, also a computer line. Many different possibilities here, but I'm going to be honest. The fact that Ding is thinking this is a very, very poor sign. This is a very, very bad sign, for sure. There's no world where this is good. There's no world where this is good. There's no world where this is good. I'm just going to be honest. Yeah, this is a very, very bad start. The fact that he's thinking here for 10 plus minutes this early, not a good sign, because there's no reason that he should not have looked at this. He should have looked at this for I mean, if he was going to play the Steinitz, honestly, I'm trying to think. So here, e5 and bishop g5 are the two main moves. Okay, so you get e5, f4, pretty normal at the top level. I mean, here white goes knight f3 and knight e2. Like, knight e2 is not that crazy. Why don't I have cams? Because FIDE will probably try to sue me if I do. That's the first thing, or they'll at least threaten it. Secondarily, they were charging exorbitant amounts of money for people who wanted to have the cams. You guys probably saw that on Nishigiri. He posted on Twitter about it. FIDE was basically asking for $100,000 to show the cams, showing a complete lack of knowledge of how monetization works. They were asking Cigar Shah for a significantly higher number. So let's leave it at that. Okay, let's leave it at that. So yeah, typical FIDE, by the way, typical FIDE. So yeah, so there you go. Pretty rare line for a world championship. This is not super unusual in general terms. Knight e2 and c3 is not crazy. Are they noobs or detached? They're detached from reality. They think that everybody must be making like hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars off covering the event. So yeah, that's just a little bit that I'll start with. But anyway, let's try to be a little bit more positive, because I don't really like being negative. Negative at, just it's not what you want. So yeah. Yeah, what you should do is, I'll tell you what you should do. You should open the chess 24. Oh, did we get a move? Oh no, that was Gukesh who got it. You should open chess 24 and mute the commentary, and then just listen to my commentary. That's what you should do, you guys. I went to bed at like 8 o'clock, but I woke up at like 11:50. So I'm not really in great shape, but that's why I have a lot of caffeine today, because we're gonna be streaming for like 12 hours. Maybe we'll do a 24-hour stream if I want to be like a complete lunatic. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, the fact that Ding is thinking here is a very, very bad sign. This is a very bad sign. There's no reason he should be out of prep here. There's literally no reason. There's no reason he should be out of prep. 4 hours, but yeah. Anyway, all right. What is Ding thinking about? I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's looked at multiple lines. We'll see. Let's see what we get. So, why is Vidit's getting married? Oh, awesome. That's great to hear. Why is Ding so deep in the tank here? This is a very poor start. I feel fine, but I'm already a little bit confused by this game. Like, I don't know why he's so deep. I don't know why he's so deep in the tank here. Yeah, this is a very, very bad sign. This is a very, very bad sign. There's no reason on move 7 he should be thinking, unless literally Ding started preparations 3 weeks ago. Yeah, this is a very bad start. Yeah, this is not good. It's not good. This is not good. This is not good. I'm just gonna be honest. This is not good. There's no way that he's just acting and just using timer. He literally doesn't. He doesn't know what to play. He doesn't. Or I mean, maybe there are 2 lines that he knows. He's trying to pick one, but he's still spending way too long. This is very bad. This is very bad. Yeah, very bad. I mean, I am looking at the cams just to see, and Ding looks so sad at the board. What the heck? Ding's body language is horrible here. What's going on? Horrible. 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 No, I mean, he looks confused. I mean, this is just very bad. This is just very bad. If Ding loses this game, by the way, I would say that the odds of Gukesh winning this match are like, I'm gonna be honest, like 90% if he wins this game. Like, I really think that Ding, based on how he's played recently, there's no recovery. If he loses this game, there's no recovery. So, yeah, this is horrible. This is horrible. I'm just gonna say it, this is horrible. This is really bad. And Ding is not a natural French player either. So it's not like he can just like blitz out the moves, whereas like e4 e5, he's been a lifer in e4 e5. So even if he gets surprised, he still is gonna have some general knowledge. Ding is not a French player. He played, I think, in the last game of the last match against Nepo, but he has very few games in the French, so it's not like a natural position for him either. White has much more space. White can also try to create the pyramid of Giza here with the 4 and the 4. But let's see if we get that. Yeah, this is very bad. This is already very critical for Ding. And Gukesh obviously very deep in prep. Yeah, this is as bad a start as you could ask for. It's a very bad start. I'm sad that Nepo's not here. Well, you know who would have played if Ding had not played? It would not be Nepo or Fabiano. It would have been yours truly, the streamer, Hikaru. So yeah. That's I mean the one thing, like I would like to see Ding put up a real fight here, because if Ding doesn't put up a fight, I'm gonna feel really sad that he played. Would I prepare for this line if I were competing? Well, like I said, I only played this line with White in 2000. I played this in the last round of the World Youth Chess Festival under 14 in the year 2000 to beat Daniel Stellwagen. But I remember that in 99 and 2000 a certain famous Indian player by the name of Vishy Anand, a 5-time world champion, he was having a lot of success with his knight ce2 and c3 line. So I'm not crazy surprised that Gukesh played this, but yeah, the fact that Ding has not moved here is horrible. I mean, this is horrible. This is really, really horrible. You could not ask for a worse start. So for anyone who's wondering, this is what's called the French defense. E4, E6, D4, D5, knight C3, knight F6. This is the Steinitz variation with E5 and F4 here, named after the famous world champion Wilhelm Steinitz, who was, I believe, originally was it Germany or Austria? I know it was the empire at that time, but eventually moved to America because America is the best. And so this is Steinitz variation. Normally white plays knight to F3 here. It's a little bit more traditional. The knight c2, but it's not crazy at any rate. So no, Ding is already down 20 minutes. I mean, he has not moved. This is awful. This is awful. This match is off to the exact start that everyone was hoping we wouldn't get, where it looks like Gukesh in form as usual, and Ding is not in form, as he has not been for the last year and a half. Very, very bad start. Very, very bad start. Yeah, this is no bueno. No bueno. Steinitz was the first official world champion, correct? Yes. I mean, queen b6 or queen b6, bishop e7 or f6 are three moves I would consider, but I cannot for the life of me understand why Ding is not ready for this. I mean, this is like Ding should have been preparing for. I mean, if I'm just general preparation, like let's just say yesterday I knew I was playing the match, I was going to play the French, and we get to this position where I'm playing knight f6. Basically, I'm looking at e5 or bishop g5. Really, the only two main moves. ed5, kind of a move, but not a serious move. All normal. f4, top level move. c5, and now I'd be considering knight f3 or knight e2. Even if I bought some chessable course or was preparing yesterday, I would look at knight c2. So this is really, really unacceptable for a world championship match. It makes me think that for Ding, maybe what he said is true. He literally didn't start preparing until a couple of weeks ago. And if that's the case, not to be negative, but I really wonder why he's playing the match. Yeah, he looks like he doesn't even know what to play here. I mean, this is insane. No, I mean, this is really insane. And I'm looking at the cam. I'm trying to see if he looks better than when I played him in Norway. He's blinking a lot. He looks a little bit better, but he doesn't look great. Yeah, he doesn't look great. Is he actually shaking? I don't think he is. Yeah, I don't know what to say, but do I think I would win? I wouldn't go so far as to say I would win. But I mean, it's really hard to tell right now, but I would say based on the first game, I think I would have done better in the first game, at least right now. But of course it's very early and a lot can change, but yeah, the body language is very bad. The body language to me feels very reminiscent of Norway chess, if I'm being honest. Yeah, if I'm being honest, the body language reminds me a lot of when I played him in Norway chess, and that's not good. I don't mean that in a good way. That's a very bad sign, because he played horribly in Norway. I don't know how he's out of prep. I have no idea how he's out of prep. He has 2 hours. You're being too critical. In a world championship match, you should not be surprised this early in a game. Not in a main line like this. You should not be surprised. Is he shaking? I can't tell, but yeah, at this I mean, this early in a main line in a world championship game, you should never be surprised. You've been preparing for months, or you should have been, and so this is pretty inexcusable. In my opinion, this is very inexcusable to be out of prep on this move. Like, maybe like, let me give you an example. Say bishop e7, you get something weird like g3. Here I could understand being out of prep, because g3 is not a main move. But even here, like, I mean, I've played this from both sides, not in recent years. His hands are shaking, look close. So, well, that's a terrible sign. That's a terrible sign. That's a terrible sign. But I mean, what is going on here? I mean, what is going on? Like, I mean, I'm really confused. I'm really confused. I'm really confused. Yeah, you can't see the cams for anybody who's asking. Like, there's a very good reason for that. And I just don't feel like dealing with the nonsense from FIDE these days. But FIDE is a topic for later or another day, because I have quite a bit to say on that topic too, just not right now. All right, what is going on here? Ding has been thinking for 20 plus minutes on move 7, and this is very obvious. I mean, you play queen b6, bishop e7, or f6. 1, 2, or 3. One of these 3 moves you just play. Why is he? I mean, it's like he doesn't know what to do here. He's like he's actually out of prep. Howell said it takes years to prepare the French. I mean, it's not so much like it's not that. It's just he should not be out of prep this early. In a world championship match where you've had months to prepare, this should not be a surprise yet. A few more moves should be, but not here. This should not be a surprise. Hikaru is debating with this with a friend. It's true that you would have had no pressure and not care in a world championship match. I mean, I wouldn't care, but the problem is I would have to spend a lot of time preparing, and I have to basically stop streaming. Why play the French if you're unconfident? I mean, honestly, if I were Ding, I would have played e4, e5 in game 1. To play a French with no idea what your opponent's going to do when it's not your main opening is a very risky choice in the first game, I would say. So I'm a little bit surprised, actually. I'm a little bit surprised with this. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. This is exactly the start that everyone's been hoping we won't get, because this could be a bloodbath and a very one-sided match. But unfortunately, it looks like everything is so far is on point with what everybody said. You shouldn't prepare if you don't care. Well, I mean, you don't just want to lose, but that is one way to do it. Basically, if I were playing the match, just show up and don't prepare. Just keep streaming my regular schedule, like stream on Tuesday and then fly to Singapore on Thursday or something. But anyway, yeah, this is really bad though. This is really bad. This is really bad because it's looking like Ding is not taking the match seriously, is what it looks like. What is going on here? He's already down 30 minutes. I don't know what the time controls, but I assume there's no increment, right? I think Usher fans would want you to take time to prepare so your name will go in the books. I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Like, my legacy is not going to be as a pro chess player. What I've done for what I've done in the online space is going to be a lot more lasting and far more important for my legacy than anything I can do as a chess player. So yeah, 2 hours for 40 moves, which means no increment, right? There's no increment for move 1. Ding is going to get in time pressure. This is terrible. Yeah, this is exactly the start that nobody wanted to see. I'm just going to be honest. This is a start nobody wanted to see, because we want to at least have a glimmer of hope for Ding. You want to hope that we all say that, you know, Ding is a huge underdog, but at least the match starts off competitively. But if he loses this game, I think the odds are 90%. I mean, I don't... Just based on looking at his body language and everything, I mean, if he loses this, it's going to be, I think his confidence is going to be shot from the get-go, and I just don't see any way he comes back. Explain some lines. I don't know what he's thinking about. I honestly think that he kind of didn't look at this. I'm already upset because you should not be thinking for 30 minutes on move 7 right here. Like, I'll give you an example of something where you might be thinking for 30 minutes. Let's say your opponent goes bishop g5. I mean, maybe something like this would get you thinking for a bit, even though it's, I guess these days, pretty main line. Or maybe something like this and bishop d3. I could see thinking somewhere around here. But, like, I don't know. My cam froze. My cam didn't freeze. What are you talking about? My cam didn't freeze. I didn't drop any frames. You're trolling me. Yeah, no, I mean, so like, or like, I'm trying to think, or maybe something like knight. I mean, I guess here it's bad, but like, for example, say you got some position like this, maybe I can understand thinking, but like to be thinking here, like this is, as I said before, in this position, the Steinitz after f4 c5, knight e2 is legitimately a good move. Knight e2 or knight f3 are the two best moves. Why is the venue in the wedding hall if Google's a sponsor? Google is a sponsor of the broadcast. They're kind of in charge of all that, but whatever. Like that's topic again, not for the moment. I mean, you should not be out of prep here. Like I'm not trying to be really negative, but this is terrible. This is actually terrible. This is just terrible. I don't know what to watch or share with them live. What you should do, you guys, is you should basically what you should do is you should mute it and pop up the Chess 24 stream, and then just have my tab unmuted. That's what you should do. Then you hear me and you get to see the players. That's probably the best thing you can do. But yeah, this is a terrible start. I mean, did Ding move? He still hasn't moved, right? He still hasn't moved. I mean, I don't know what to say. To me, this is just inexcusable. It's inexcusable. Yeah, this is real. And he's literally just went like this and started shaking his head. Like, what the heck is this? How is he out of prep on move 7? And he's shaking. I mean, this is ridiculous. This really, I mean, I don't like saying this, and I know people got mad at me when I said Norway, but the Ding's body mannerisms, the way he looks, it reminds me of a lot of when I played him in Norway chess. It reminds me a lot. It reminds me a lot of that game where Ding was basically like shaking from the get-go, and he was doing that in position against me where he's completely fine. Like this is very bad. This is very bad. There's a queen h4 check as a move, but I mean, what is this? He looks defeated too. Like I have no word. I have no words for this. Do I think Ding will retire if he loses his match? I mean, I don't think he'll like officially retire to where he never plays again, but I don't think he'll try and qualify ever again. So effectively, yes. How about a bit of sympathy, empathy? I mean, I want to have that, but let's be real. Ding is the defending world champion, and he's had many months to prepare for this match. Like, it's not like he's playing every tournament under the sun. For example, let's just say Fabiano were playing the match. For example, Fabiano is playing tournaments like every month almost. So like I could understand a situation like that where you're like you're not completely you're playing all the tournaments, so you don't have a ton of time or something. But I mean, Ding is not playing many tournaments. He's had many months to prepare for this match. I mean, he's had many months to prepare, so that's why, like, I just don't think it's acceptable. 3 weeks. I mean, if he really started his preparation 3 weeks ago, I mean, that's like, you know what that reminds me of? I'll give you guys a harsh take. You know what that reminds me of if he started his prep 3 months ago? Okay, plays a5. Yeah, for those of you guys, knight f3 played instantly by Gukesh. For those of you guys who are wondering about 3 weeks, I'll give you a comparison. So when I played the candidates, when I qualified for the candidates, if I was going to not actually do a training camp about 2.5 months before the event, or maybe it was 2 months before the event, and get into it, I probably would have not played, because I would have felt that like I wasn't going to be competitive. So I'm not trying to draw like I'm not trying to like say it's the same thing. Of course it's not. But if it were But if like when I went into candidates, if I was only going to take 3 weeks to prepare, I would have skipped the candidates. I would have, because I would have felt like I'm not going to be competitive, so why play at all? But can we have their cams, please? I already explained to you guys, but like I'll tell you what happens. I do that, I'm gonna get some nasty email or feels like, oh, you're stealing this, we're gonna sue you, this, that, or the other thing. And I'm not in the mood to have to like waste money for no reason. So like I'm just gonna be honest, you guys, because what happens then is like they'd make the threat. Who knows if they would actually sue, but if they do, then everyone loses money, because they would they probably win, but they get no damages because of course they can't prove anything because I'm not taking money away from them. But there's no need to end up in that situation to begin with. So that's what I would say. Lawyers are happy, yeah, but that's the basic answer, you guys. That's the basic answer. Yeah, like in 2022 I did that a little bit with Chess.com, and then they're like, oh, we're gonna sue you, you're stealing our stuff, blah blah blah. So yeah, even though of course as we all know, they're not, it doesn't harm them at all because their actual broadcast has no viewers compared to everybody else. So anyway, knight f3 played. Okay, if Gukesh doesn't move quickly, yeah, if Ding doesn't move quickly, this is gonna get really ugly. Yeah, a5, I'm sure a5 is a move, but I mean, but this is as bad as it gets. This is as bad as it gets. This is really as bad as it gets. I'm not gonna lie. So no, this is a very, very bad start. Very, very bad start. And Ding is shaking. I can see it. Like his body language is it reminds me a lot of Norway chess, which is not a good sign. Because in Norway chess, he hung mate in 2 against Magnus. He lost to me. I feel like he lost at least 2 or 3 other games as well. Yeah, this is very bad. And I mean, yeah. Okay, goes a4 quickly. Okay, this I like. At least he's principled and he plays the move fast. Unfortunately, and I mean, unfortunately is maybe the wrong word. So, at least he played a4 quickly, but again, Gukesh has been studying methodically for many months, clearly, and he's still in prep. Plays bishop e3 quickly, still in prep. Well, I've been inviting any other GMs. It depends if I choose to cover every game. I'm not really sure right now if I'll be doing that because, like, again, waking up at 4 a.m. or earlier is not something that I enjoy doing. Now, at the moment, I can do it because my wife also is not here. She is in Dominican Republic playing in the Women's Continental Championship. So, like, right now, I can keep crazy hours. You know, I can live like I'm in like my man cave. But normally, I mean, it's not going to be so easy to do that. Okay, Ding plays bishop e7 quickly. Good. At least he's moving fast. I like it. So, anyway, what is sweet? Yeah. No, come on, you guys. You know what it's like. You know what it's like. I'll tell you guys what it's like. So, like, I'll tell you what it's like. For example, you know, it's like what you do is you're just playing G4 played instantly. Wow. Now, apparently, this is not great according to the computer, which is interesting. Has Gukesh confused a line, or is it just he has better computers? Maybe I'll open ChessBase. I think I'm gonna open ChessBase and load a real engine. Give me a second, you guys. Let me open ChessBase to see if the chess.com engine is bad. Okay, let's go. Okay, e4 e6, d4 d5, knight c4 knight f6, e5 knight d7, f4 c5, okay, knight 6 c3, a5 knight f3, a4, and then what do you play? Bishop e3, right? Bishop e3, bishop e7. G4 is not the top move, by the way. G4 is not in the top 2. Let me add more lines. Top 3? No, G4 is not. Whoa! G4 is not in the top 4 lines, so maybe Gukesh is moving fast and he's confusing a line here. So I think Gukesh is confusing a line, actually. Gukesh is confusing a line. There's probably some line with the pawn at a5. Maybe it's bishop e7. Is it something like this? Maybe G4? No. What is Gukesh? No, this is not. Gukesh is confusing a line here. Gukesh is also nervous. What is Gukesh confusing? There's some line that you play G4, but it's not in this position. Because I have a real engine. I'm looking at a real engine, and it's not in the top 4 moves here. Yeah, G4 is not in the top 4 moves. I mean, let me see. This is in top 5. Let's try top 6. Top 7. Still not in the top 7. Top 8 maybe? Is it the 8th move? Nope. 9 lines? Okay, wait. Now that I go to 9, I see G4 popping up. G4 pops because it's the 9th line. But you know what's amazing? It says it's... You know what's funny? It likes King F2 more than G4. It likes... Or wait. It likes King F2 more than G4. Yeah, so let's see. G4... Now, G4 is number 7, according to the computer. But the funny thing is G4, it says equals 0.02. It says G4 F6 is equal. But But g4 is the 7th line. 7th line here on mine. And now it says g4 equals 0.00 on my strong engine. With like 60 cores. Yeah, so you know what that tells me? That tells me that this is actually prep still. This is prep still. It tells me it's prep and he found one of the deeper lines. Yeah, CPUs, you guys. 60 CPUs. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I'm not gonna tell you what exactly I have. It's not here, by the way. You have 240. Congratulations. Yeah. So yeah, so we have G4. Okay, what is the computer like? Let me unlock the engine. Okay, let's go back down to 2 lines. Now, one important thing here is at top level, when you are studying chess, you're looking at the lines. Oh, did somebody in chat ask me, did I open chess base and enter 20 moves? Did I enter the moves in 20 seconds? Yeah, you guys, shockingly, I entered the moves in like 7 seconds. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Who asked that? Somebody asked that. I saw that comment but went by. Yeah, thank you for that, you guys. Thank you. Yes, very interesting. Yeah, as though we needed that too. But yeah. Okay, so let's see. Actually, the cores, the CPUs isn't what matters, you guys. The thing is what's your speed when you open like when you open Stockfish or Leela or Torch. Yeah. Okay, computer wants F6 or Castle on the strong engine. I mean, maybe for now. Yeah, I'm at depth 40. I've got the rich guy laugh. I know that, you guys. I told you, right? I told you quite recently. I told you quite recently that what did I tell you? I said, yeah, like maybe a week ago or a week and a half ago, I told you guys that I had a funny dream. I had a funny dream where, for whatever reason, I was in Seattle. I was at a friend's house on Mercer Island in Seattle. That's where a lot of rich people live. And for whatever reason, Jeff Bezos was there, and someone was saying something about, like, I don't know, it was like price of food or like buses or public transit or something. And then at some point, he and I just broke out into laughter. We just started like laughing, basically the rich man laugh. I already told that story, but yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. So maybe I do have the rich guy laugh. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, that just reminded me of that story because it was, yeah, I had a dream not so long ago and it was kind of funny. That's actually really funny. So cringe. Yes, so cringe. Exactly. Okay, so let's see what we get here after G4. It's a story that will never happen. You never know, you guys. You never know. You never know. I know a few people who are kind of high up at it. I mean, not anymore, but people who were high up at Amazon. I also know someone who had Amazon shares at like $90 in the very early days, and yeah, that's a lot of money they missed out on by selling those shares at like 115. So anyway, yes, I mean like 115, like I mean at the start, like they're now like 3,000 plus. I don't know what they are after the split and everything, but anyway, you get the point. Okay, now we're waiting for a move here from Ding. This is still very poor, by the way, still very bad. All right, let's close chess base. Let's get going back to look at the cams. Okay, I mean Ding this is so bad, so bad. Down 40 minutes. Muting you now. Why are you muting me? Did I miss something? Okay. Yeah. Am I watching pre-market? I decided to gamble and I bought a big Tesla call spread for Friday before the close for this end of this week. So yeah, I am watching it. I saw someone on WSB, they bet like 3 million on the 360 calls in Tesla for this week. So I feel pretty good. I feel like I'm pretty good riding alongside whoever that is who bet like 3 million. So on the 360s. Would I castle here? If I were black, I don't think I would castle. I'd probably play F6 here. It's 5M and you look amazing. Thank you. I mean, this is very, very bad. Yeah. I mean, F6 or castle. I mean, castles, you know what I would say here? I know this is prep from Gukesh. Castles is a move that probably for a computer is good. For a human, very hard to play because you're literally castling into the pawn avalanche. So assuming this is still prep from Gukesh, probably the calculation is that Ding will be out of prep by this point because G4 is not in the top 6 moves for the computer, and he won't castle because it's an unnatural move walking into the pawn avalanche. So I think that's what I would say about the position. I think it's a calculated decision. I think this is still prep, and it's calculated that Ding won't castle here. Actually, after castles, computer wants G5 here. Very rudimentary, just attack as hard as you can on the king side, I guess. Very interesting. Hi, I know you are the legend of chess. I know you. I'm from Saudi Arabia, and I love how you play chess. You are legendary. Thank you. Appreciate it. You never know. Word on the street is there might be something chess related in Riyadh next year, but I won't spoil it right now because I know everyone in chess world is going to go insane about it when that news breaks. But yeah, so maybe I'll go to Saudi Arabia one day. Who knows? Anyway. Let's wait for the move here. Let's see what we get from Ding. I mean, f6 or castle moves. You guys are saying something about the cameras. Let's see what we get. Yeah, I mean, Ding is just so slow, and with no increment, this is very bad, very dangerous spot to be in. So we'll see. What's the format of the World Championship? The guys play 14 games of classical chess. Time control is 2 hours for 40 moves, no increment. And then I think it's 30 minutes plus 30-second increments after move 40. So anyway, come to New Zealand, Hikaru. You'll love it. You'll love it. It's good to break from chess. Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to go to Christchurch, but I've never had the chance. I mean, there are a lot of things I want to see. Will I not come to Iran? I am not going to Iran anytime soon. And I don't want to say anything more. So, okay, what is going on with Ding? I mean, he's like so uncomfortable. It's unbelievable. No, I mean, this is like crazy. He's literally bouncing. He's looking at the clock every 5 seconds. I mean, I don't understand. So he's really as nervous and psychologically in trouble as it would appear he is. I don't know why you would play the French in game 1 and not play e4 e5 and just try to play something that's fundamentally a little bit more solid. I mean, I'm just not going to talk about Iran. You know, like, I'm not going to talk about it. It's easy to talk about it when there's no actual like impact, but you know, people probably know that my wife is from there. She basically can't go back there. So I think that alone should tell you guys how I feel about the situation. Anyway, waiting for a move from Ding here. Let's see what we get. Why don't you put cameras on the stream? Genuine question. The ASEC, because FIDE thinks the cameras have a bunch of value and they're charging people for money to show it, and if you don't, they're gonna just like send some nasty email and threaten to file a lawsuit. So that's the answer, you guys. That's the answer. Yeah, that's the answer for anybody who's wondering. Even though it's funny because of course they have very limited value objectively. So anyway, no need for that right now. So did we get h5? No, we didn't get h5 wasn't played. This is bad news. Yeah. So anyway, okay, why don't I just reopen chess base and put the, let's do the chess base challenge. Okay, there have been 10 moves in the game, right? Okay, let me not, don't ask again. Let me open a timer. Okay, let's do a speed timer. Here we go. Let's get the timer up. Speed timer. Or wait, what? Can I do a timer online? Okay, let's go. Okay, you guys see it? Wait, no, how do I let's do stopwatch. Okay, let's go. Let's open chess base. Control N. Let's go. e4 e6 d4 d5 knight c3 knight f6 e5 knight d7. I'm slipping because I'm trying to rush too fast. Okay, bishop e7 knight f3 a5 bishop e3. I slipped again. a5 g4. 14.81, and that's with me being slow. 14.81 to get the position on my board. 14.81. Okay, not terrible. 14.81. That's probably about like 3 seconds slower than I should have been. I should have been faster by about 3 seconds, but I made a couple of slips. So 14.81 to set up the position, you guys. Yeah, and I probably lost like 2 in the beginning, so I probably could have done it in about 10 seconds. So, yeah. Anyway. All right, there we go. By the way, one little tidbit, because there are probably some nerds who are watching the stream. A lot of chess players are not generally very technically savvy, but if you are trying to be technically savvy and do things in a more efficient way, anybody who's serious about getting like the best speeds with the chess engines, you obviously should be running Linux and not Windows. You actually get better speed on the top engines if you're running Linux over Windows. So that's obviously, like, most people in chess don't even know what they're doing, but yeah. So yeah. So anyway, 2 cams, one with the Hikaru, one with the cameras. Actually, you guys, that reminds me, when I was really young, you know, when I was young, I listened to a lot of New York Yankees games before I watched TV. And once we finally had TV, there were so many times I'd actually, on TV, I'd put the game on and mute it, and then I'd listen to the radio. Yeah. Yeah. I believe I have Ubuntu. But again, I'm accessing remotely, so like I don't have access right now, and I didn't directly set it off, but it's Ubuntu. I do have you know what, one of my favorite things though is again, getting into tech. The best thing you can have out there, like, it's really fun, is to have like a Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pis, like those are actually like surprisingly good. Although again, probably 90% of chat doesn't even know what I'm talking about. So anyway, all right. Anisha's 120 CPU. Anisha's sponsored by Chessify, so he's using probably one of those super high-end ones, where they basically, I mean, I don't want to speak negatively about Chessify, but basically they're basically buying from Amazon and Google, and then they're selling it at a higher premium than what they get charged to get the compute. So anyway, all right. I hear Raspberry Pi constantly on Mark Rover's channel. Oh, I didn't know that Mark was that into that stuff. Okay, I'll send him a text later. Okay, we get Queen A5 played by Ding here. Let's see what we get in this position. Okay, now this is a big moment. Gukesh rocked a little bit back and forth. I think Queen A5 is not. Let's see, how far do I have to go to get Queen A5? Yeah, Queen A5 is like the 4th move right now. Third or fourth move. 3rd or 4th move. Big moment here. Okay, now we are out of prep here in this position. Gukesh is out of prep here. Gukesh is finally out of prep, so now the game begins in earnest, with Gukesh being up nearly 50 minutes on the clock. Yeah. Why do I trash Ding so hard? Trash is too strong of a word, but the main thing is that Ding is the defending champion, so for many months he's had time to prepare for the match, and he's the fact that he appears to be out of preparation so early for an event where he's had months to prepare is just inexcusable at the top level. That's the reason. Why are you so tech savvy? That's amazing. I don't know, because why not? It's imbalanced though. I would say right now though, I do not predict this game to be a draw. I think this game is going to be decisive. I think this game is going to be a decisive game. But Gukesh is thinking now, so we're going to get a 30-minute think here. What are my current stock market views? We're rallying to the moon. If you want more specific views, I'm currently looking at Dell, Lululemon, and Salesforce. All 3 report earnings. Dell this week, Salesforce and Lulu next week. Those are probably what I'm looking at, besides obviously literally watching Tesla every day like a lunatic or a degenerate. Anyway, let's see what we get. Refresh page, not to be late on time. Okay, I'll refresh it. Yeah. I was just doing a little bit of research yesterday, just taking a look at some stuff. SpaceX in 8 minutes. Okay. Okay. All right, let's see what Gukesh plays. No, but I think it's a Windows problem, Sage Sand. I think it's a Windows problem. It's a Windows problem. Like, it's a Windows problem. We have SpaceX soon. I might want to upload the commentary to my YouTube channel, so probably not. Am I expecting a Vancouver today? No, I'm not. In fact, I'm really curious to see what Gukesh plays here, because it's a very tricky position. I mean, yeah, okay. Like, why is Queen C2? Queen C2 is the top move here. Very strange move. Not the move that I expect. A3 also looks weird. You just create the weakness on the light source for D's knights. Wonder what he's gonna play. Computer also likes G5, which looks very weird. Bishop G2 actually feels like a more natural move, but this also has Knight B6, and here come D's knights once again to start forking everything. Gukesh is gonna think for a while here. We're gonna have a bit of a think. Yeah, we're gonna have a bit of a think here, is my prediction. He said D's knights. I did, yeah. By Raspberry Pi, I didn't mean use a Raspberry Pi for chess, you guys. It's not talking about for chess engines, but okay. Anyway, all right, D's, yeah, exactly. Why is Samay commentating? I don't know. Going back to sleep. Yeah, go back to sleep for 30 minutes. I think I'll take my first break of the day. I need to go get some food, so I think I'll just heat up some noodles. Because like since I'm on my own, like I might as well eat like I'm back in college, just eating my $1 ramen noodles. So I am gonna go heat up some noodles, and I think I'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes. Have I heard of Archer Aviation? The stock is gonna blow. No, and I don't really care. Okay, thank you. I don't really care, but it's too early for food. It's 5 a.m. Order pizza at 5 a.m. Yes, I don't know of any pizza place that's 24 hours. No wife at home, just eating junk food. I mean, come on. Come on, that's what you do when you're on your own. You eat a bunch of junk food, you play video games all day. You're typically, you're anything but productive, because you can be. You don't have anybody who's going to complain. Anyway, okay, let's see what Gukesh does here. Yeah, let's see what we get. So yes, stop it. No, it's like this. Let me find one little clip. Let me find this. Is it this one? It's this one, right? This one, right? It's this one. Yeah, it's like this video. I saw this video a while back. I'll pull this up because we're gonna have a bit of a think. I think it's this one, right? Yeah, it's this video. Like, this video sums it up pretty much. Obviously, I'll just change the scene. Give me 1 second. This video sums up everything. Not that comedy is allowed in the modern world, but let me change the scene. There we go. It's like this video. This sums it up perfectly. This video sums it up for anybody who hasn't seen this. Let me or wait, I'm too low.
Well, you fill in the blanks. Okay, so now
it's like this video. By the way, the comparison, obviously, you guys, you can literally sit at your computer and play video games all day long, which is not productive either. There you guys go. Let's get back to the chess. That's a perfect spot to get back to the chess. There we go. All right, let's put the music back on and let's keep going. Yeah. Yes, exactly. No moves, by the way. No moves. So yeah, just take it slow as we get going. It's comedy. I mean, I'm sorry if you guys want to be stupid and say cancel people for that. I'm sorry, but like, grow up. Yeah, but so the point I was making was I'm saying, yeah, so like I'm here on my own right now, so if I want to play video games or eat potato chips or like everything, it's all good. It's all good. There's nobody to be irritated. Anyway, all right, let's see what Gukesh is going to play in this position. We'll go from there. So yeah. Okay. Now looking at this game, my prediction is that we'll get Gukesh is deep in the tank here. He's going to use another 10-15 minutes. I don't know what he's going to play. Yeah, I'm sorry if you guys want to be offended by that. Like, I'm sorry, but you guys really need to get a sense of humor. What about f5? F5 I assume hangs a pawn because you can't take back with the pawn here. You'd love to recapture, but now you can't because of the pin, and after takes I assume black just up a pawn. So the idea is to take, and then white can't recapture because of the pin. King f2 is not a crazy move either. King f2 is a hard move to play though, because there's f6 and castles, and immediately there's all kinds of pressure on the king side. It's a very tense position. I think for Gukesh, not Gukesh, sorry, for Ding, is actually very good position objectively. So yeah, I mean, if you guys want to be mad at me, be mad at me. I don't care. I literally don't care. I'm here covering the world championship. I'm here to enjoy life. You know, the world I grew up in, people weren't so soft. So whatever. Wokeness is dead, right? Let's see what Gukesh is gonna play here. Go make some ramen. Yeah, actually, you know what? I will go make my ramen. Give me 1 second. I'll go make my ramen. All right, what happened? Okay. Yeah, Liren is fighting. He's got a good position. His position is much. I was very worried on move 7, but he's gotten about as good as he could ask for being like completely out prepped in the opening. This is actually not terrible. I rather like his position objectively because now his moves aren't crazy. F6 and castles, CD4. Once he came with a plan and he didn't play something that was very bad, I think it was actually this is about as good as he could have asked for, especially considering the position on move 7. Okay, so Gukesh is thinking here. Let's take a look at the camp. Now, I will say it goes the other way, by the way. If this game is a draw, Ding's chances, I mean, they don't improve a lot, but they definitely improve a bit. And if Ding wins, his chances are going to be great in the match. So I feel like this is very much, it's very, it's a very polarized situation, just to use a poker term, where it's very polarized here. The result, draw probably is, draw won't have a big effect, but if it's decisive, it's going to have a very big effect on the match. We all want Ding to win, but we know Gukesh will win. Most likely, that's what I would say. Yeah, most likely. But again, it's early. It's early in the day, you guys. It's very early. So anyway, okay, waiting for a move here. Good looking position for Ding. Maybe he can take the game. I mean, it's going to be dynamic. This is not going to be a game that's very boring and dry from the start. So it's gonna be very dynamic. So I think it's gonna heat up as time goes on. So it's a good start. If you're a fan watching, it's gonna be good. Is the market going up or something? Why? Bitcoin pushing back towards 99. I think Bitcoin might crack 100 today. How do I feel getting up this early? Not great, but I'll live. The opening was a classic French opening. E4, E6, D4, D5. They play 14 games over 2.5 weeks. So a lot of games. Gukesh is sleeping. I didn't look at the cam. Gukesh is thinking. He's thinking here. I think King F2 is actually what he's going to play. King F2 is what I predict, just to break the pin on the diagonal. That's my prediction. So, all right, I'm gonna go put my water and heat up the noodles. Give me 1 second. Just gotta put boiling water. Who eats breakfast at 5 a.m.? Sure, but we're streaming forever today, so like, why not? Queen C2 is definitely a move too. I just don't know if it's gonna be the top move. Is there gonna be a recap? Of course, I'll do a live recap afterwards. I'll do a recap afterwards because we're probably gonna stream straight through the day. Although I do have a very light headache suddenly, which is not a good start. But it is what it is. If Ding pulls up something special in this World Championship, I was sure that he chills. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, it's 5:10 in the morning. It's pretty early still, but it's what it is. So, anyway, we call it midnight snacks. Yeah. I don't know. My prediction, I don't know. King F2 is a move that I feel like a more aggressive player would play. Gukesh is definitely a player who I feel like is more positional. So I don't really see him playing King F2, King G3 here, but he definitely could. He definitely could, but I doubt it. At least no boring draws, I guess. Yeah, I think on Wednesday I'm joining Magnus and Levy at some point, I think. I'm not sure what exactly, but I think I am. But we'll see. So, well, let's see what we get here. I think King F2 is the move that I would probably play. But first game of World Championship match, it's a very nervy situation to bring the King to G3. It could happen, but I think unlikely. Unlikely, I would say, just based on Gukesh's style. But the problem is I don't know what else. A3 is definitely a move, but A3 instinctively to me feels weird because of Knight C4. So I don't know what we'll get. Why am I not taunting Gukesh as he's thinking so much? Because this is actually a position where I expect the players to think. Okay, it goes Bishop G2, which was actually a move that I mentioned earlier that I thought made a lot of sense too. Yeah, I thought bishop g2, king f2, or maybe a3 were the main moves. Queen c2 also, of course, but bishop g2 very principled. Try to castle the king and put the bishop on the long diagonal. Very principled move from Gukesh here. Very principled, and he played it fairly quickly too, which is good. This feels very different to Magnus's championship, very sharp right off the bat. Absolutely. And I think that's because ultimately when you play Magnus, you don't want double-edged games. You basically psychologically, you know he's a better player, so you want to try and just be as solid as possible with black. You don't want imbalanced positions because Magnus is just a better player, and that's not the case in this match. You don't know for sure that one player is better than the other player. Oh, that's my food. 1 second. Okay, you guys, we are back. What looks reckless? Did we get it? Something was reckless, you said? Okay. When I go on Joe Rogan's podcast, yeah, this one I can't show you guys. If I tilt my ramen, it's gonna obviously spill. So I can't, I obviously can't tilt it. Even if I want to, I can't, because then that will be a big problem. It's from Costco. It's like the Tokyo style Japanese ramen from Costco. So just mixing it a little bit. I should show like Tyler shows food. Yeah, if I do that though, it's gonna spill everywhere. That would not be smart. I can't tilt the cam, but you can see the noodles right here. I think I don't have OBS open. Yeah, I think you can see it. Yeah, you can see the noodles. Yeah. Knight b6 makes sense here to me. Knight b6 or b5 both make sense. b5, b4 to play bishop a6 and challenge the central pawn chain. b5, b4 with bishop a6 actually to me feels most human. Knight b6 is a move, but after knight c4, bishop c1, the knight's going nowhere, and eventually white can go like, just to illustrate it, something like this, and then b3 to kick the horse out of town. So doesn't feel all natural. Where are my chopsticks? I mean, it's ramen. I'm not gonna try to eat ramen with ramen with chopsticks would be a disaster since I'm at a computer too. So yeah, pretty normal choice by Gukesh. Nothing too crazy so far. So am I going on Joe Rogan? I mean, I obviously would, but I haven't heard anything about it. Slurp, slurp, slurp. Exactly. So, all right. Let's see what we got. We need you at Kai's stream and Mafiathon. Yeah. I mean, of course. Where is he streaming though? Is he in LA or is he in like Atlanta? I wasn't sure where he is. Is he in LA or is he in Atlanta? I think normally he's in Atlanta, right? Oh, he's in LA? Okay. Yeah. Probably in like Beverly Hills, I'm guessing. He probably just rented a huge mansion, right? Yeah. Something like that makes sense. Eating ramen with a fork, go to jail. Okay. He was playing chess with Soulja Boy? Oh, I didn't see that actually. I didn't see that, but okay. Cool. Nice. Yeah, I actually didn't see that at all. Okay. You're tempting me to order some noodles? Okay. Let's see. I think b5, b4 is what I expect, but I don't know. Let's see. Okay. I don't think we need chess base anymore. Okay. Rogan is a Trump support. How are you gonna deal with this guy in a show? I don't give a fudge, you guys. I don't give a fudge. So, all right. Let's see what Ding plays here. I'm looking good. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's pretty early in the day though, so I don't feel I don't feel wonderful, but I assume as it gets later I'll feel better. Okay. If he plays b5, I mean b5 and b4 with bishop a6 just looks most natural. It hit the pawns in the center of the chain. Also, you can even get a3, and now you're gonna break the chain somehow. So if you, I think b5, b4 to me makes the most sense. But this is gonna get very sharp. There is f5 here with knight f4, knight g5, so it's still very unclear. I guess black is better here. White's supposed to sack the rook. Very sharp, very sharp. b5, actually b5 a3, but I thought knight b6, knight c4 now, because now after castles, knight c4, bishop c1, you can never kick the horse. Whereas back here, if you go knight b6, just to illustrate it again, eventually you'll be able to go rook b1 and then b3 to kick the knight, because after takes a pawn can capture. Whereas if you go a3 here to stop it, then after this, you can never go b3 because the pawns move. Pawns here versus a2, so now I can always capture. I've got a bastion. So I mean, it's not quite so simple. b5 is definitely the instinctual move. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely the instinctual move. Yeah, for sure. How's my ramen? It's great. It's from Costco. It's like the let me find it. Where is it? Is it this one? I think it's this one, right? Yeah, I think it's this one, right? It's probably this one, right? Yeah, I think this is what it is. It's this Ajinoto Tokyo style. It's this one, this ramen. So this is what it is. So yeah, this is what it is. It's good. It's not spicy. No, it's not spicy. I mean, I've had spicy, like, you mean like yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, okay, big moment here. Let's see what Ding is gonna play. I'm not rooting for anybody objectively. I would just say that at the end of the day, everything that I look for in chess is about what can lead to a boom, or what's going to leave chess in a better place. And I think that Gukesh win has a lot more potential upside. I don't think a Ding win has any upside, just because he already won and China didn't care at all. So I think from a general chess perspective, Gukesh winning is much better for chess. So from that standpoint, I want Gukesh to win. Do I think Alirez will become world champion? Who knows? Who knows? You're up at 4 a.m. Of course I'm up, because I love streaming. It's a big event, so why not? So yeah, what's my view on Gary's statement? Not consider this a world championship. It is what it is. I mean, I place more of the blame on FIDE for being unable to keep Magnus interested. That's what I would say. I mean, FIDE failed to keep Magnus interested. That's what happened. That's just how it goes. Yeah. So, yeah. Is vintage Ding? No, but I think Ding's position is very slightly easier to play after b5, b4. But Ding is still thinking here. He's so low on time. Like, this is a very bad start from a time perspective. Move, they're on what, move 11? His move 11 at ding is 1 hour. He's going to be in time pressure in this game. He's going to be in real time pressure, and it's not a simplified position. So bad things can happen for sure. Yeah, no increment is a huge problem. Vita got married today. Wait, what? Vita got married? Wait, seriously? You're joking, right? Yeah, I know there's no increment. That's why I said time pressure is definitely happening. Wait, he's getting married? What the heck? Wait, what the heck? Wait, what the heck? Not accepting Rishas anymore. It's official now. Getting married soon. Nice. Nice. Congrats. Good for him. Good for him. Yeah. Wait, Vita stopped a marriage before because he was unsure about the girl? Wait, what? Wait, he didn't? He stopped the wedding last minute because he wasn't sure about the girl? Wait, what? I don't know. Maybe you're trolling. I don't know if you're trolling or not, but whatever. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're saying, but anyway, okay. But yeah, that's good for him. Good for Vita. Good for him. Yeah. So, all right. Waiting for a move here. Let's see what we get from Ding. Tweet a congrats. I'll like the tweet later. I will. Yeah. Risha is a proposal? I didn't know that. So, all right. Waiting for a move. Let's see what we got here. Waiting for a move from Ding. Way too slow. Way too slow here. Sorry if I'm slurping. I'll mute my mic for a second. I'll mute my mic. I'm gonna slurp all the juice. We got A3 being played. Okay, A3, not the best move apparently. I don't know why. Who want to hear a slurp? Okay. I guess the idea is he wants to go B5 and then B4. Now the chain's already broken because the pawn can't guard the base. Maybe it's only Miguel for a sub. Thanks so much. It's only Miguel. It's a blunder. Why? B5? Oh, you can take, because if takes, there's B4 to fork. And B4, what? White's better, apparently. Very sharp. Okay, we got B3. Wait, he takes right away. Interesting. Apparently a blunder because of B4 here. Yeah, B4 apparently good for white. Very good. Very good. Fantastic breakfast. Okay. I don't have chest space open. Thank you, one Bigly, for the gifted sub. Appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Am I gonna try again for the opportunity to compete in the world championship? Maybe. Unclear. I'll definitely play the tournaments. If I make it, I make it, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to try and play every tournament under the sun. How much for the ramen? I bought it at Costco, so it's probably like $10 for a pack of 6. I mean, Costco has the best prices on everything, at least here if you're in America. So yeah, I feel good. I feel good. Yeah, B4 is a very typical French idea, by the way. If he goes B4, he's in great shape. If he takes, it's still fine for white, but it's not as good. Yeah. 10 for 6, maybe it's like maybe it's a little bit cheaper. I don't know, not sure. Yeah. Why do I eat like that? What do you mean? Maybe because you guys, no matter how much money I have, whether it's 50 million or you know, like 500 million, I'm not gonna forget my roots. That's why. I mean, look at Warren Buffett. He eats McDonald's every day and he's worth like 100, what is he worth these days? 100 billion, maybe more than that. I mean, he drives a cheap ass Lexus. Excuse me, sorry. But anyway, you guys get the point of what I'm saying. So yeah, I mean, like, come on. Anyway, all right. Yeah. Rich man laugh, poor man slurp. Yes, exactly. Anyway, okay, let's see what's played here. Talk about the game. But the problem is every moment is very tricky moment. Like b4 is a move, or he'll take on d4 or go b4. B4 is very thematic though, because one of the lines in the Steinitz, if we go back here, is in the regular Steinitz with bishop e3. Actually, it's not knight 6. Sorry, it's with a6. There's a line in the Steinitz here where it goes like queen b6. I think it's knight a4, queen a5, c3 takes, and then you go b4. Like, this is an actual main line in the Steinitz, so you can take back with the pawn later potentially. So this is not super unusual, this b4 idea to take back. So I would not be very surprised if we get b4 here. It's a very thematic idea in this position to play b4 here and then recapture. I think I probably would find b4. Don't eat too much junk food, it will harm your health. Okay, thank you, appreciate it as always. Is the Honda Civic still alive? Yes, my Honda Civic is still alive. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Do I have any dreams left before I retire from chess? In terms of actual chess, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of excited about this Fisher Random thing potentially. And it's a chance, you know, to see if something new can work or not work. But it's a break from all the regular stuff. So could be interesting. We'll see. I mean, obviously the market will decide, but could be interesting. Maybe a World Rapid or a World Blitz would be nice. But how would you have kept Magnus interested in your FIDE? Well, I think I'll be honest, you guys, and this is probably gonna get clipped and be on everywhere on the internet. But my general take is that one of the biggest problems with FIDE is that the people who are in charge, specifically Emil Satovsky, he is a former high-level chess player. He's a guy who was like around 2,700, so he's someone who spent his life as a professional player. And so I think when you spend your life as a professional player, what reality is gets kind of warped. And so for someone like Emil, the only thing that he was always trying to do was break in the top 10, maybe play a Canvas, maybe become world champion. And I think that Emil made a huge mistake in thinking that whether it's Magnus or actually frankly myself at this point too, is that from his perspective, the only thing that matters is the world championship. So he's thinking specifically as it relates to Magnus. I'm sure he thought, well, Magnus at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is being world champion, having the world championship title. And Magnus actually did not care. And I think Emil badly misjudged it, and Magnus called their bluff. And at the end of the day, they lost Magnus because they were unwilling to make changes to accommodate Magnus, because Emil, being the former pro player that he was, he thought that that's the only thing in the world that Magnus could possibly care about, and he was wrong. He was flat out wrong. So I think that's actually one of the biggest problems, that FIDE basically, the people who are in charge are former pro players, so the perspective is that of a professional player, and not realizing that people these days have chances to do things differently. b4 played. I'm not surprised at all that we get b4 here. And I actually suspect Ding did not see this, by the way. I'm skeptical about Fisher Random, whether it can become something, but the market is ultimately going to decide. And frankly, if the top players are all playing in it, well, I mean, it has as good a shot as anything else. So yeah. But that's what I would say is I think that FIDE, because it's former pro players who are in charge, the perspective is just flat out wrong. It's just flat out wrong, and there's too much of a slant towards, you know, thinking that people are going to think the same way as though they're a pro player. Okay, waiting for a move. I expect queen c7. I'd be surprised by anything else. Ding's body language is just not very good, though. I'm going to be honest. His body language is not good. If you sack the knight, by the way, this is no good, because after bishop d2, you're going to lose the pawn, and white is just up a piece here. Ding is low on time, so he spent forever to play a5, a4. I mean, if Ding doesn't spend 40 minutes on a5, the situation is much more manageable, but he spent 30 minutes to play a5, and I think he should have played it after 10 or 15. So yeah. And here you're a streamer who can beat these players entertaining you guys. Yeah, I mean, let's be clear. Like, I'm a streamer. I'm not saying I would win this, but yeah, I mean, I think ultimately a lot of the blame for why we're in this situation, it falls on FIDE and the fact that they thought Magnus was bluffing. They basically, you know, they thought that Magnus was bluffing, and at the end of the day, he wouldn't care about, the only thing that would matter is being world champion. And so they tried to play a game, they tried to play a high stakes game of poker, and they thought they would call Magnus's bluff, and they were right, and they were actually wrong. Magnus was like, I'm being principled in what I'm saying, and if you don't want to change it, I don't care about the world championship title. So yeah, at the time I thought Magnus was bluffing, but I've started to realize that at the end of the day, Magnus is basically in the same mind space that I am, which is he's not looking at it purely as a chess player anymore. He's looking at other things that matter a lot more. I mean, Magnus wanted a format change. That's what he wanted. Okay, let's see what we get. Castles or probably knight b6. Castles or knight b6. I don't really see anything else here that makes sense. Still very reasonable position, but the problem is every move is tricky. Magnus is never a BSer. You know what's funny? Having played poker with Magnus in London about a month ago, he likes to he reminded me a lot of Gus Hansen with the way he plays. See, I don't know why I said Gus, but just thinking of a Danish player, where it's just like he'll play any two cards, and like I think actually it's very important to like note that distinction, because then when you put it in perspective, you realize that he was not bluffing when it came to the world championship. So yeah, let's see what Ding will play here. I hope you're covering the others are met. Yeah, I'm doing what I can. Thank you, appreciate it. But yeah, I think basically FIDE, they thought Magnus was bluffing, and at the end of the day, he would just defend his title at all costs, and they were wrong. Magnus was not bluffing. He was being seriously genuine in how he felt about everything. And they basically got it wrong. I think they really thought, end of the day, you know, world championship title, there's no way he'll give it up. He's going to defend no matter what. And they were 100% dead wrong. So, this game is, every move is going to be tricky. If knight b6 is played, I like Ding's position. If he doesn't play knight b6, I like Gukesh's position. This is going to be a very back and forth game. Very back and forth. Yeah. Because if you go knight b6, the idea of knight c4 is very obvious. So, yeah. That's just my general takeaway. Yeah. And I mean, that's what I would say. I think FIDE, they just got it all wrong. They really thought that end of the day, world championship title, like Magnus would care about that more than anything else, and they were dead wrong. And they've actually made that mistake as it relates to me, not in regards to the world championship match, but in general, like they also have made the same mistake with me, where whenever I have discussions about certain things, they actually think that I'm a professional chess player. The attitude of Emil is that of someone that like I'm approaching things as a professional player versus a content creator, and they basically actually made it so that like I don't want to do anything with FIDE either now. I'll say more about that in due time, but same exact thing they did with Magnus, they've done with me. Just shows that like chess players, just because you think they're smart, they aren't. So, but yeah, that's what I would say. Okay, waiting for a move. Let's see if we got knight b6 here, or we got another move. But I think that's a huge mistake. I think FIDE, they need people who are not professional players running it, because when you have people who are professional players, the whole mindset gets warped. And honestly, there's a reason that when you look at the landscape right now, you have people like myself, Levy, obviously Magnus, just Magnus. I mean, he's just insane any way you look at it. But like, if you look at the current chess world, like there's a reason that like you have Levy or myself. I mean, we're not the absolute best players in the world. I mean, okay, you're gonna say I'm number 2, number 3, fine, but like I'm obviously not as good as Magnus. I will always acknowledge that. But there's a reason that the people who are most successful, who are reaching the biggest audiences, are not the top players. And it's because our mindsets are not that of the pro players. Like all the pro players poo-pooed everything. You know, they thought that me streaming was a joke. It was just like, it would cost me my rating, cost me everything, you know, like I'm a complete idiot. Obviously I was, you know, hindsight's 2020, and you know, I was proven right. But still, at the end of the day, you know, everything that I've done, everything Levy's done, like, it's more with a gear, it's more geared towards the casual fan and bring the casual fan in. And if you're a professional player, you're not thinking at all about the casual fan. You're just thinking about playing chess, and that's where FIDE falls short. They fall short in a very big way. Because they don't think about the casual fan. That you have people at the top who are literally thinking about it from the pro player perspective, who don't care at all, and that's why that's why I think FIDE is falling behind in many ways. So yeah, it's like legitimately a thing that I would talk about. No, I don't like Levy makes it all about Magnus Carlsen and Hans, even when the actual games he discusses don't involve them. I mean, that's clickbait. That's the name of the game. You don't have to like it, but that's the name of the game. So who cares? I'm not really talking about that. I'm just saying that if you look at it, you'll notice that the only top player who's like actively making content and streaming is me. And that's because all the other top players think it's a waste of time. It's stupid. It's going to take away from their game. No reason to do it. I mean, Anisha's trying to do it now a little bit more, but I mean, the big reason for that is because it's not viewed as something serious. And so then when it goes into FIDE and, you know, they start thinking like, you know, for example, like that I'm just going to play every tournament just because they think I will as a pro player, like they're going to be proven wrong. Okay, let's see what Ding does. Yeah, I'm going on a bit of a tangent, so I'll slow it down. Let's see if we get knight b6. Ding's time management really not acceptable here, by the way. Knight b6 or castles, but he's got to go because the position is so complex here that there are not going to be easy moves. But we'll see. He's just got to make a decision. Knight b6 or castles, because they're definitely gonna be tough. I don't see any situations where he's gonna be able to play 5 moves in like 2 minutes. So let's see. I expect knight b6 though. I think knight b6 is most likely. Well, let's see. 70 minutes down, really bad. I mean, he's not 70 minutes down. He has 50 minutes. He's down 40. But yeah, this is. The time usage is scary for me, mainly because he's not reaching an end game. It's not a simplified position. All the pieces are on the board here. All the pieces are on the board, so like you're not going to be able to play moves in like 5 seconds. You're going to have to think on almost every move. I'm going to probably stream straight through today, you guys, probably, but we'll see, because I do have a little bit of a headache right now, so I'm not sure. I'll definitely do a live recap and figure it out after that, but I think we're going to get a long game today, which is good. I think we'll definitely get like a 5-hour game. So yeah, will I cover the whole tournament? We'll see. When does Hikaru go up for what? I don't know. I don't know what go up means, but at any rate, yeah, we'll see. I just think that's very important when it comes to chess. If you're trying to do something different, you need people who are not top players. Top players, their focus are very one-dimensional. They think about solely playing the game and studying the game and making money from playing chess. They don't really think about all the other angles. So that's why I think that's one of the big issues with FIDE, is that you don't have people at the top who are like marketing or who come from business backgrounds. And I think that's what you need in order to have any chance of making chess bigger. You have to have that. So, all right. Let's see what Ding's going to play here. If Ding goes knight b6, his position temporarily becomes easier because he can still castle or play knight c4. And then after knight b5, he gets one move that he can play in 2 seconds. He still has knight c4. So, I mean, knight b6 is what he should play here. I don't like that Ding hasn't played knight b6, by the way. I really don't like that he hasn't played knight b6. And even if he doesn't play knight b6, using too much time, I would just castle right away. No increment before move 40. This is already a very dicey situation time-wise. So, I'm not loving it. When will I play my next tournament? I don't know. Maybe I'll play the Rapid and Blitz. We'll see. I would say, you know, objectively, more likely than not, but I'll do it on my own terms, as you guys will see. But after that, I don't know if I'll play in any FIDE events, like FIDE organized events, for quite a while. So, we'll see. Okay, again, not a topic for right now. It's a topic for another day, though. But I will probably play, I will most likely play in all the freestyle events, I think. Most likely I will. Yeah, let's see if we got knight b6 here. By the way, knight b6, knight b5, queen d8, bishop f1 is best. Did I stay up all night? No. I mean, I went to bed at like 8, but I mean, maybe I just shouldn't watch TV before I go to bed. I only slept like 4 hours. But I was watching this fascinating show. Again, very polarizing, obviously. But I watched a show. It was Ancient Apocalypse. It's on Netflix. It's like about like ancient history and like things happening. And it's like our understanding of history. Who knows if it's actually correct, kind of. Our timelines. In knight d4, let's see what Ding is going to play here. How will you qualify for the candidates if you do not play FIDE events? LOL. Wait, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. No, I said Ancient Apocalypse, not Ancient Aliens. But anyway. All right. I'm not playing Vicon Zay. No, I'm not. And you guys say qualifying for the candidates. I mean, if I'm going to be honest, if this 960 thing turns into a real thing, I mean, I might not care. Like if they're 960 tournaments every month or two, and the first prize is 200 grand, and they have like a grand final and everything, like I might not care. I might not care actually about FIDE ever again. Just being honest, I might not care about FIDE ever again. If it becomes a real thing and you have these big prizes, I mean, I might not care. Especially because FIDE is insane. But again, like I said, not a topic for the moment. So, all right. I expect knight b6. Ding is still thinking. I mean, does he not realize that you get no increment here? Because, I mean, with increment, this would be fine. But without increment, it's already very mild time pressure. But we'll see. Hikaru against the machine. Well, I don't know. Could be interesting. Could be. Never know if you have Magus and myself. I mean, it could be a real thing actually. Like Magus, myself, Fabiano. I mean, 3 best players in the world. Could be a real thing, but who knows? Who knows? Ding is still thinking very, very bad. Very bad. Yeah, this is unacceptable. Tesla over 360. That's awesome. Refresh 361. Yes, let's go. I want 385 by Friday. That's what I'm hoping for in Tesla. If I get 385, I win max, and I think I have 4-1 odds. So yeah, just like could be like a casual quick 20 grand. No big deal. Let's see what Ding will do here. I expect knight b6. I still expect knight b6 here. Not a topic for the moment. Yeah, exactly. No, Ding is in trouble if he doesn't move. I mean, he's got to go knight b6. Got to go knight b6 fast. He's got to go knight b6 fast. Giveaway. Oh, by the way, you guys, actually, fun fact. My scroll wheel on this mouse isn't working. So I did this 4 years ago in 2020, oddly enough, before the pandemic. I think right as the pandemic hit. But I think down the road, I'm gonna be willing to give this mouse to someone if they donate $1,000 to charity. I did 500 before, but I think 4 years passed, everything costs more. So I think I'll find like a list of like 5 charities. And if someone donates 1,000, I'll sign this mouse and give it to them. This is of course the mouse that I used to win against Magus in the Bolt Chess Championship in 2023. I used it when I lost to Ali Reza, of course, in 2024. I've used it for pretty much every major stream of the last like 3 years. So yeah, the scroll wheel isn't working super well. It still does work, but yeah, I mean, I don't want the money, but I figure it's a good way to do something. But yeah, I mean, it does work. It's completely fine, except the scroll wheel isn't great. But I mean, it completely works. Like moving it around, clicking is fine. Just the scroll isn't great. Yeah, I've had this mouse. I mean, I've definitely used this mouse since 2022 for sure. But yeah, I think we'll do something with this. Can't afford it, Slurps. Yeah. Come on, dude. What's going on? You gotta move. What is this time usage? Come on, dude. Just move. I mean, scroll, by the way, fun fact, you guys, since everybody only uses Robinhood on mobile, but on PC, if you log into Robinhood, you actually need to scroll to see your positions. So that's why I actually need it. And also as a streamer, without the scroll working well up and down, it's very hard to play GeoGuessr in any kind of real way. What is he doing? Just move, dude. Knight b6 here. I mean, every move here is going to be hard because all the pieces are on the board. I cannot believe that Ding is not moving. This is just ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous. I mean, it's just unacceptable. I mean, because what's going to happen is he's going to be below 20 minutes within the next 2 or 3 moves. Like, for example, computer wants knight b5. And after here, queen d8, bishop f1, what's your move? Again, too many options. h5, f6, bishop d7, castles. There are like 4 or 5 moves in every position, so you cannot get this low, especially without increment. With 30-second increment, it wouldn't matter at all. But with no increment, this is just terrible. I mean, just knight b6 or castles, but you gotta move. You gotta move. Hikaru, I met GM Anton Smirnov the other day. He said he barely plays anymore. Is there simply no money and a mass cheating problem? Pretty sad to hear. I assume what Anton Smirnov, that's the Australian GM, means is, yeah, there's no money. As the famous philosopher Andrew Tate said like a year ago, chess pays 0. Literally, chess pays 0 unless you're in the top 20. It's literally as bad as it gets. So... yeah, I mean, what do you want me to say? Yeah, what do you want me to say? So, all right. I mean, you gotta go knight b6. You could be top 20 a lot of other things with less effort and make more money. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you could also just go get a nice desk job with, like, maybe not desk job, but go to university, study, get like $100,000 a year job in the US at least. And just you're guaranteed to have a job for 30 years. Stable income. I mean, that's the biggest problem with chess. Even if you have one big uptick to get to like 2650, like if you have one bad run, you're back to playing all the opens. Like it's, yeah, chess is very brutal. Chess is very brutal. I mean, that's why I always tell people whenever I hear someone else, like, they talk about their kids or like, you know, we want our kid to be great at chess. I always say the same thing, which is, you know, make sure they enjoy the game and see how far they go, but do not push them in that direction. If they really want to do it, let them do it. Obviously, it's their choice, but do not try really hard to push them in that direction. I'm confused who's more interesting to watch, you or Seme. By the way, big shout out to Seme Reina. I haven't actually done anything with him in a long time, but big shout out to him. Obviously, huge inspiration, doing great things in India. I think he's doing like comedy shows even, which is amazing. Levy seems to be doing really well. I mean, you're talking about content creation versus playing chess. Also, to be fair, in terms of content creation, I mean, at this point in time, there are really only 3 creators who are doing, like, I would say, like, comfortably well. There are 2 who are doing great and 1 who's comfortably well, and that's about it. So like even there, like let's not sugarcoat it too much, because you of course have Levy and myself, and you have Anna who's doing well, and after that, I mean, it falls off pretty quickly. So yeah, so let's not like over glamorize it to be like, okay, everybody's making hundreds of thousands. I guess Sagar Shah is still doing well. Botez, well, not at this point, but again, let's not like go in the weeds of negativity. Cigar, I forgot about Cigar. Cigar is doing great. Cigar is doing amazingly well. Yeah, I mean, Cigar is like, I'm gonna be honest, out of all the people who are doing content, Cigar is a guy who hasn't made right now. He hasn't absolutely made, because no matter what he does, India is gonna be great at chess for the next 20 years. Like, it's insane, actually. Like, I mean, he's got it better than anybody else. We get knight b6 finally, but yeah, Cigar, I mean, like right now he can literally just coast for the next 20 years and chess is going to be big in India. Like, I mean, I'm not jealous, but like it's pretty good to be Cigar Shah right now, like legitimately. Like, just looking at the future, India has so many great players. Like, I mean, Indians are going to follow it. Like, it's great. It's great for him. I mean, it's great. Cigar is better than Cigar. I don't know how you pronounce his name. Like, half the people I talk to say Cigar Shah. Some people say Cigar. I don't know what it's called. I don't know, you guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, like, honestly, he's like, he's got it made, because you know that India is going to be good at chess. They love chess. Like, he's got it made. So, all right. It's Cigar. I don't know. Whatever. Regardless, I mean, yeah, regardless, it's great to see. Okay, let's see what Gukesh does here. Big moment. Knight b5 best move. Not obvious to me, because going knight b5 and bishop f1 feels very dank and not human, frankly, because you're undeveloping. Like in chess, I mean, knowing like how Gukesh plays, I'm gonna be honest, I think it's very hard to play the top computer line here. Like going undeveloping to stop knight c4. Now you can't castle. There's bishop h4, f6, black and castle. This is not, in my opinion, very human. This is very unnatural. This won't happen. I think we'll probably get castles, knight c4, and bishop f2. This is what I expect, followed by queen e2 and rook c1. Idea to play f5, something like this, just to illustrate it, something like this. And white still wants to push f5 at some moment. That's my prediction of what we'll get, but we might not. On the flip side, if this happens, looking forward ahead, it will make Ding's task a lot easier, even though he's down an hour on the clocks. After takes an f6 here, stuff is clarifying right away, so he's not going to be thinking for like 10 or 15 minutes on any individual move. So that's the bright side for for Ding here. That's the bright side. So, yep. You're American, doesn't matter. Yeah. So I'm feeling better though. Feeling better. So, all right. So, all right. Anyway, big shout out to everybody who's watching. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday morning or Monday evening if you're in Singapore. Eating ramen helped. I still have a little bit of a headache, but it's all good. It's all good. Anyway, all right. Let's see what we get here. Let's see what we get here. Maybe castles from Gukesh. But big shout out to all you guys who are watching on this fine Monday morning. I might actually suffer and wake up at 4 a.m. And try to cover more games, perhaps, based on today. We'll see. On the other hand, like, I mean, I made the joke earlier, but there will probably be some unhappy conversations if I try to do it too much. Because like most chess players, my wife is not a morning person, so like there might be some unhappiness. But hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. Yeah. So anyway. You can start your own broadcast of your camps at the hall and it would be huge and stream on YouTube. Yeah, if I did that again, FIDE would threaten to sue me. So yeah. So anyway, all right, waiting for a move. A knight b5 or castles. Happy wife, happy life. Unhappy wife, very unhappy life. Let's see what Gukesh does here. So let's see what we get. Yeah. Let's see what Gukesh plays here. I mean, I made the sacrifice in 2022, by the way, too. Thank you to Chessian for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much to Chessian. I appreciate it. Yeah, in 2022 I did. And I know every morning my wife was very unhappy. Yeah. So, yeah. No, my reference is that if you're not a morning person and someone boots up their stream and they're super loud, yeah, 1 second. Yeah. So, all right, we're gonna be putting out a fun tweet, you guys. We're gonna be doing a tournament on Kick in the next month or so. It's gonna be a fun tournament. It'll probably be for Danya and others like him who have had to suffer. So we're gonna be doing a tournament. So we're definitely going to we're gonna have some fun and do an event that's gonna drive someone completely insane. But I'm gonna tweet that. So let me figure out. Let me get that set up. I'm gonna put out a tweet. You guys are gonna love the name of the tournament we're gonna be doing on Kick as well. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else. But yeah, maybe I'll do it. But when you wake up at 4 a.m. and you're just like you're booming, it's you know, it's not great. It's not great. So yeah. So, all right. Oh, what is this tweet? I just saw a tweet. What is this tweet? What is this? What is this tweet? Someone put out a tweet. They said, well, Google is sponsoring FIDE chess at the WC. They do a good job ensuring the director general isn't confused for GMHikaru. Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh man. I know the scene is off, but I think you guys get the gist, even if I close it. Basically, the image of me is like much bigger than the picture of Emil. The picture of me is much bigger than Emil. That's great. That's great. That's great. It's amazing. Bigger picture, better person, as Ludwig would say, right? Isn't that how it goes? It's like, what is it? Bigger, what was it? Bigger viewers, better person. I forget the Ludwig quote, but yeah. Do you just search it? Okay, let me search it too. Let me search it. Let's search it. Oh my god, it's not a joke. Do I have a better scene? One second. Do I have a better scene? It's not a joke. Oh my gosh, it's not a joke actually. It's not a joke. I'll change my scene. It's not a joke, you guys. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. That is comical. Oh my god, that is so good. That is hilarious, you guys. I was FIDE CEO, trust me. If I were FIDE CEO, you know what? If I'll be honest, you guys, if I were the FIDE CEO, I would be just like Elon, actually. If I were the CEO of FIDE, I would be like Elon. I would basically start cutting the fat immediately. Yeah. No, I would be just like I would just be like Elon, the way he runs his companies. I would just fire probably like 75% of the people right away. Like no joke, no joke. I would be exactly like I would run it exactly the way that Elon ran Twitter and ran, you know, Tesla and SpaceX. Yeah, I would literally fire 75% of the people right off the bat. So, Doge at FIDE, yes, Doge at FIDE, exactly. All right, let's see what Gukesh is gonna play here. He'll probably castle if I had to guess, and lose 80% of the value of the company. I don't think anybody cares, you guys. And I'll make a bold. I'll give you guys a bold prediction right now. Bold prediction right now. I think Twitter/X is going to be just as valuable as it was before. I mean, it's by far and away the most used place for news. If you're looking for news, I mean, more people are downloading the app and using it than any other app. So I think it's very short-sighted to say that. I think in the long run, it's, you know, I think advertisers will. Oh, he castled. I was like King F1. Okay, I thought maybe it was like Magnus in the World Championship. Maybe drop the king. Maybe Ding drop the king on F1. But yeah. All right. Also, you guys, our tweet is live, so let me go pull it up. Let's go here. Pull up my profile. Here we go. Here's the tweet, you guys. You can see this. This is a great thing. Let's stop the music for one second. So here's our tweet, you guys, for anybody who's wondering, and it's have you been accused of being interesting? Has anyone ever done the procedure on you? Do you have OBS chat reflected poorly in glass behind you? I have, and I'd like to play you. If you're a titled player, respond to this tweet or DM me to discuss joining a big prize money event sponsored by @Kick Streaming to be held in the next month or so. So all right, we just sent that live. Of course, you can see the picture of my man Dwayne. Very interesting, of course. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a tournament. Yep, we're gonna be doing a tournament. So all right, you guys, let's put the music back on and let's keep going. There we go. So here we go. I'm still dying at the Emil search though. So anyway, all right, let's see. Waiting for a move here from Ding. Castles to me looks like the obvious, but Bishop D7 also may be okay. At least Ding got to play a couple of quick moves. He got Knight C4. So he got like Knight B6, Knight C4. Kramnik would join the event. I mean, I obviously get to decide who plays, and he would not be playing. Okay, apparently Knight D4 is the best move here. Or Or maybe castles. I mean, castles to me seems like the human move. Bishop d7 also playable, but knight d4 as well. How far would you go to get Magus to play the world championship at our FIDE CEO? I mean, I would basically do what it takes. Because the value that's destroyed by not having Magus playing is huge. And FIDE is going to pay a very heavy. FIDE is already, I think, paying a very heavy price for that because if you look at it, I mean, things like, for example, this the freestyle thing that's happening. I think if Magus were happy with FIDE, there would be no chance of something like that happening. But FIDE kind of, you know, you disrespect Magus, you put him in a boat where he doesn't want to have anything to do with you. It's not shocking, you know, it's cause and effect. So I mean, I would say that, yeah, I mean, the fact that you have so many top players who are unhappy with FIDE and everything they do, it's a big problem. It's a big problem. But just to be clear for anyone who's asking, I would never want to run FIDE. So that's not realistic. I mean, I would seriously run for president of the United States before I try and become like president of FIDE or CEO or whatever they call it now. Like I would literally do that before like I try and run FIDE. I have no interest in that at all. Okay. So in the meantime, let's see what Ding is going to play here. Knight d4. He does play bishop d7. A pretty good move, by the way, actually. A pretty good move. Yeah, pretty good move. Ding is a little bit slow, but once he gets castles, he can play for f6. I don't think the time should be a problem here. I don't think it should be a problem, but we'll see. We'll see. Is it confirmed that Hikaru running for president in 2028? No, of course not. Let's see what Ding does. I mean, I expect queen e2. Queen e2 feels like the most natural move to bring the rooks to the center of the board. Computer likes rook e1 more. Probably what all moves are okay. But I actually, you know, the more I look at this, as long as Ding doesn't end up using 10 minutes or more on a single move, I think Ding has pretty decent chances here to survive. But it is what it is. So anyway, all right, let's keep going. A 5-hour game for draw. I mean, long way to go. I mean, I actually, as I look at this position though, I'm feeling much better for Ding. Castles and f6 is not difficult. That'll get him to move 20 pretty quickly. Position is probably going to clarify in the middle of the board. So I think if I look at the position now, I'm going to predict that it'll be, I don't know if I want to say draw. It's still too early, but I feel like if Ding gets to castle and play f6, he gets like the next 3 or 4 moves without spending 10 minutes or more. And it clarifies. I think a draw is the most likely result, but we'll see. Still unclear. Oh, anyway, all right. I am early. Yes, I am early. Yes, exactly. I'm good. All right. Who do you root for? I root for I mean, I'm rooting for what's best for chess, and I think what's best for chess is if Gukesh wins. That's what's best for chess. That's what's best for chess, but we'll see. We'll see. Aren't you almost guaranteed can spot? No, a long way to go. I mean, rating is from August, and we'll see what I play before then. We'll see. We'll see. Well, will Magus return to compete for the World Championship? No, I don't think he'll return unless FIDE actually bends over backwards and changes the format to something that he wants. And then he probably will. But even then, I'm not sure because he would have to qualify from the candidates still. It's not that straightforward. So it's not that straightforward. But realistically, I don't see it happening. I think Magus is just sick of FIDE. Doesn't want to waste his time on them. and I think it's very understandable. Very understandable. Just got in the stream. What's prediction? I think it's still like if we use like the New York Times bar from the election, I think it's still tilted. I would still say it's 65% for Gukesh. I mean, I'm just gonna assume that like it's 65% chance that Gukesh wins and like 35% draw. I mean, of course, Ding could win the game, but I would say right now it's like 65% chance that Gukesh wins. Maybe 60. I don't know. 65 might be too high. We'll see on the next couple of moves. We'll see. We'll see what we get. So, yeah, that's what I would say. What happened? Well, nothing happened. New York Times needle's the goat. I mean, I just remember the New York Times needle. I'm trying to use that as a barometer, but I don't know. But it is what it is. So, anywho, you guys. All right, so move 17. Gukesh is thinking. I'm gonna go use the restroom very quickly, and we'll be right back. So give me 1 second, and we'll just keep on rolling. Give me a second, you guys. All right, you guys, what happened? We are back. What happened to the music? Music stopped? End of the song, that's why. Okay. Coming out of the bathroom looking fresh, yeah. 23 moves in 36 minutes. The good news for Ding is at least the next move should just be castles pretty quickly. Yeah. Why do I think Gukesh's winning would be better for chess? Because when Ding won the world championship last year or 2 years ago, it did nothing for chess. Like China didn't suddenly become more excited by chess. There were no new sponsors. Really nothing changed. Whereas with India, you know, the people there are following it very, very closely. You already have a lot of sponsorship from Indian companies with events like the global chess league, I think is what it's called, the GCL. So I can only see upside or more sponsors out of India generally, versus say China, where nothing happened. Ding won and nothing happened. No sponsors, no interest, nothing at all. Chinese only care about Chinese chess. Do you mean marketing wise? Well, yeah, because from a chess standpoint, at this point in my career, I look at it as like, what is going to help chess become big? Like, you know, obviously top level chess is going to last forever. I'm going to be honest, it will. You know, like 30 years from now, chess could exist as it is, but you don't want to see it go back to what it has been in the past. And that's always the big danger. So, you know, I've lived long enough to see quite a few boom to bust cycles. And so, you know, you just want to see chess in a better place. So that's what I would say. But, Gukesh versus Magnus, who wins? I mean, I still think Magnus is objectively the favorite, but let's see what we got. Okay, Gukesh deep in the tank here. Gukesh is actually thinking for a long time. This is the most insignificant world championship. In a way, yes. In a way, yes. But I assuming Gukesh wins, the next one's going to be pretty hype. My head-to-head versus Gukesh, I believe I have 1 win and 2 draws. I drew him twice in the candidates, and I beat him in Norway chess last year. So I think it's 1 win and 2 draws. I think. So that's what I would say. I don't see, I mean, if Magnus had a direct way to play a match, I could see him being interested, but there's no direct path for Magnus. That's the point. For Magnus, he has to qualify from the candidates again. That's why I think it's very unrealistic to see Magnus playing again. Now, if there were a way for Magnus to directly play the match, I could definitely see it happening. But there isn't. There's the candidates, and I don't really see that changing. Like Magnus could play some big match against Gukesh for a bunch of money, but it's still not going to be the world championship match because there is a system in place. So Magnus could easily qualify. I don't think it's a guarantee. He barely won in 2013. I mean, it was a very tense finish to that tournament. He and Kramnik tied, but he had the better tiebreak. So I don't think there's any guarantee that he would just win cleanly, especially with the youngsters who are rising through the ranks now. I mean, with like Prague and Arjun, I mean, like, it's not there's no guarantee. Fabiano, of course, as well. Like, it's not a guarantee that Magnus would win that tournament. You assume he would, but it's not a guarantee. He's the odds-on favorite. How long have I been live? I think a little over 2 hours. Yeah, like 2.5 hours. Not that long. Actually, not that short either, to be fair. Not that short either. Arjun should be here. That would be nice, but I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Sing for the tears. Arjun versus Gukesh next, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't have a strong take, you guys. I mean, I just think for chess, it's better if it's much better if Gukesh wins. That's what I would say. Am I playing or just watching? I'll probably stream later, but I don't know because I have a little bit of a headache. That's the only problem. If I didn't have a headache, I'd probably stream all day today, like 12 or 13 hours, but we'll see. Yeah. Put some salt in a glass of water, maybe, or just drink a ton of water. Of course, I could be really ghetto, you guys, and just like order Tylenol on like DoorDash or something. But anyway. I mean, ordering Tylenol from like a 7-Eleven is pretty. Yeah. I just crushed your stepdad in Puzzle Rush. That's great to know my stepdad is doing Puzzle Rush at 6 a.m. Yeah. You are looking so fat. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. The angle of the cam combined with the fact that I always wear these big Hawaiian shirts. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm also hunched over all the time because that's how chairs work. But yeah, whatever. Who cares? Whatever makes your day, my man. Whatever makes your day. Where were we? Waiting for a move here. Do I think Deke might lose because of times management? Definitely a possibility. Yeah. If I were right, what do I think next move would be? I would play Queen E2 here. Queen E2 is a move that I would play to put the rook on E1 and D1 or E1 and C1. Yeah. What do I think about technical analysis? It's something. I mean, I haven't done a lot of it, but I have books. Like, I mean, yeah. I mean, if you want to ask me about charting, like, yeah. I mean, you asked me about charting. I mean, I've got this book right here. There you go. Yeah. I mean, every so often I'll pull this book out. What do we want to find in the table? What's a? Oh, let's take a look. What's it? Chapter 12, Japanese candlesticks. Now there's something very random that no one cares about. Good one. Yes. Figure 12.10, a rising 3 method, falling 3 method. Yeah, because this is obviously what matters in life. Yes. There you go. I don't even remember what a rising 3 method and a falling 3 method is. What else is there? Here's a good one, you guys. Here's a good one. Candle patterns, bullish reversals. There's a long white body, a hammer, inverted hammer, a belt hold, engulfing pattern, harami cross, a piercing line, a doji star, meeting lines, 3 white soldiers, morning star, morning doji star, abandoned baby. Abandoned baby. Okay. Abandoned baby. What else? A tri-star, a breakaway, 3 inside up, 3 outside up, kicking, unique 3 river bottom, 3 stars in the south, canceling swallow, stick sandwich, homing pigeon, ladder bottom, matching low. Okay, those are bullish reversals, you guys. Bullish continuation, separating lines, rising 3 method, upside Tasuki gap, side by side white lines, 3 line strike, upside gap 3 methods, on neckline, in neckline. Okay, there you go. This is great, right? Bearish continuation, separating lines, falling 3 method, downside Tasuki gap, side by side white lines, 3 line strike, downside gap 3 method, on neckline, in neckline. Okay, I mean this is like great stuff, right? Gukesh still thinking. So let's take a look. The bearish reversals, okay? Long black body, hanging man. What the heck? Shooting star, belt hold, engulfing pattern, harami cross. Most of these are the same. You have the dark cloud cover. You've got a doji star, meeting lines, 3 black crows, evening star, evening doji star, abandoned baby, tri star, breakaway, 3 inside down, 3 outside down, kicking, ladder top, matching high, upside cap 2 crows, identical 3 crows, deliberation, advanced black, 2 crows. There you go. 3 black crows. I mean, geez. Okay. There you guys go. There you guys go. Am I reading the Kama Sutra? No, those are technical patterns. Those are like Japanese candlesticks. Yeah, Japanese candlestick patterns. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's long. I don't know what a long. I mean, I can Google it. I mean, it's probably to give me something else, but sure. I Google long. Yeah, that gives me something inappropriate, obviously. But let's see. Candlestick. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. What does it mean? It says, okay, what it means. A long black body, of course my scroll doesn't work. A long black body is, long black body candlestick indicates the closing price was lower than the opening price, which is a sign of selling pressure. This can mean the sellers took over at the beginning of the day and continue to push prices down until the end of the day. There you go. Okay, there you go. That's our term of the day. Long black body. Yes. Exactly, yes. But actually, you know what? I should look up. What is 3 black crows? 3 black crows candlestick. Yeah. 3 black crows, a term used by stock market analysts to describe a market downturn. It appears when on a candlestick chart. It unfolds. It unfolds across 3 trading sessions and consists of 3 long candlesticks that trend downward like a staircase. Anyway, whatever, you guys. Like I said, I mean, so some really shall we say obscure terms, or yeah, obscure terms. I mean, I don't know what abandoned baby means. Candlestick. Let me see. What's this mean? Yeah. I mean, it's really weird. The abandoned baby is a rare yet powerful bearish reversal. It consists of 3 candles, a large bullish candle, a doji. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not even gonna get there. Anyway, whatever. Let's just go back to chess because that's a little bit too dank. A little bit too dank. Yeah. A little bit too dank. Little bit too dank. Yeah. So where were we? Magic names. I mean, hey, that's how it goes when you read that sort of stuff. Yeah. I think this should become part of my skit though. This should become part of the skit for doing the world championship. Is at some point when we have the really deep things, I should find some like a book. I should pull a book off my shelf and read something. That's what I think I'll do. I'm just gonna read some stuff from books. Wait for move. That's how boring it is. This, by the way, is also a good book. This is a book about everything that's wrong with modern society. This is a good book. It's a good book. Yeah, this is a good book for sure. Yeah, this is a good book. Yeah. The crowd approved the doctrine and immediately practiced the opposite. Yeah. Yeah. Is it a holy book? No, it's not a holy book, you guys. It's not a holy book. Yeah. Yeah. No. Good stuff. Classical is boring, yeah. Of course I could read this too. This is like the real stuff. This is like so heavy. Like this is the real stuff, you guys. This is the real stuff. Like who hasn't read Sherlock Holmes like 20 times in their life? This book is like super heavy. It's like super heavy. It's really heavy. No, this is good stuff. It's been so long since I read this book. It's been so long. This is volume 2. Let me see. The Adventure of the Empty House. I don't remember this one. The Adventure of the Empty House is one of those more obscure ones. Like my favorite is probably I really liked the Hound of the Baskervilles. There's like is it the Three Pips or something as well? The Three Pips was good. I think that's what it's called. Maybe I've got the title wrong. Those were like two of my more. Was it Three Pips or Black Pips? I can't remember what it was called. But anyway, yeah, good stuff. One sec. Yeah. All right. I think was it the Black Pips? I don't remember what it's called. Or was it called the Three Pips? It was the 5 Orange Pips. That was the 5 Orange Pips. Yeah, the 5 Orange Pips. That's what it was called. Yep. Yeah. Good stuff. All right. Anyway, back to chess because we're here to follow chess. We still have no more moves, by the way. No more moves. Still waiting for a move here from Gukesh. He's using a lot of time in this position, so it's getting the time is evening out. The more time that Gukesh uses here, the more confident I become for Ding. Give us a tour of your bookshelf. I just have a bunch of books down there. Yeah, a bunch of books. I've got like Lee Child. Yeah, this is a decent book also. I mean, which one is this? No Plan B. One Witness. Okay. It was this book. Yeah, I actually have all the Lee Child books. I have all of them, but they but not on this shelf. But you know, you guys, my personal favorite book on my whole shelf. This is my personal favorite book. This is a book that I'm a huge fan of. Definitely recommend it if you're unsure of yourself and you're worried what people think and everything else. This is the book you have to own this book. This is like the best book. This is like a great book for figuring everything out in life. Great book. Great book. Yeah. Yeah, great book. Fantastic book, by the way. Fantastic book. Like the way this book starts out is so great. It's so great. Yeah, it's great. It starts out. I have to be careful what I read because there are bad words in this book. Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, yeah. Hikaru's Book Club. This is probably my favorite book on the shelf. Can I read the first page? Read the first page. Okay. We still have no moves because classical chess is boring. Let's read page 1. Page 1. Okay. This is titled "Don't Try." Don't Try is the title. It says Charles Bukowski was an alcoholic, a womanizer, and a chronic gambler. A a lout, a cheapskate, a deadbeat, and on his worst day, a poet. He's probably the last person on earth you would ever look to for life advice or expect to see in any sort of self-help book, which is why he's the perfect place to start. Bukowski wanted to be a writer, but for decades, his work was rejected by almost every magazine, newspaper, journal agent, and publisher he submitted to. His work was horrible, they said, crude, disgusting, depraved. And as the stack of rejection slips piled up, the weight of his failures pushed him deep into an alcoholic-fueled depression that would follow him for most of his life. Bukowski had a day job as a letter filer at the post office. He got paid garbage money and spent most of it on booze. No moves yet. He gambled away the rest at the racetrack. Gamba is bad, by the way, clearly. At night, he would drink alone and sometimes hammer out poetry on his beat-up old typewriter. Oftentimes he'd wake up on the floor having passed out the night before. 30 years went by like this, most of it a meaningless blur of alcohol, drugs, gambling, and prostitutes. Then when Bukowski was 50, after a lifetime of failures and self-loathing, an editor at a small independent publishing house took a strange interest in him. The editor couldn't offer Bukowski much money or much promise of sales, but he had a weird affection for the drunk loser, so he decided to take a chance on him. It was the first real shot Bukowski had ever gotten, and he realized probably the only one he would ever get. Bukowski wrote back to the editor, I have one of two choices: stay in the post office and go crazy, or stay out here and play it writer and starve. I have decided to starve. Upon signing the contract, Bukowski wrote his first novel in 3 weeks. It was simply called The Post Office. No moves, by the way. In the dedication, he wrote, dedicated to nobody. Bukowski would make it as a novelist and poet. He would go on and publish 6 novels and hundreds of poems, selling over 2 million copies of his books. His popularity defied everyone's expectation, particularly his own. Stories like Bukowski's are the bread and butter of our cultured narrative. Bukowski's life embodies the American dream. A man fights for what he wants, never gives up, and eventually achieves his wildest dreams. It's practically a movie waiting to happen. We all look at stories like Bukowski's and say, see, he never gave up. He's never stopped trying. He always believed in himself. He persisted against all the odds and made something of himself. It is then strange that on Bukowski's tombstone, the epitaph reads, don't try. See, despite the book sales and the fame, Bukowski was a loser. He knew it. And his success stemmed not from some determination to be a winner, but from the fact that he knew he was a loser. He accepted it. And then wrote honestly about it. He never tried to be anything other than what he was. The genius in Bukowski's work was not in overcoming unbelievable odds, no moves by the way, because chess is boring, or developing himself into a shining literary light. It was the opposite. It was his simple ability to be completely, unflinchingly honest with himself, especially the worst parts of himself, and to share his failings without hesitation or doubt. This is the real story of Bukowski's success, his comfort with himself as a failure. Bukowski didn't give a fridge about success. Even after his fame, he still showed up to poetry readings, hammered and verbally abused people in his audience. He still exposed himself in public and tried to sleep with every woman he could find. Fame and success didn't make him a better person, nor was it by becoming a better person that he became famous and successful. Self-improvement and success often occur together, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're the same thing. Our culture today is obsessively focused on unrealistic, positive expectations. Be happier, be healthier, be the best, better than the rest, be smarter, faster, richer, sexier, more popular, more productive, more envied, and more admired. Be perfect and amazing, and cap out the 12-karat gold nuggets before breakfast each morning while kissing your selfie-ready spouse and 2.5 kids goodbye. Then fly your helicopter to your wonderfully fulfilling job where you spend your days doing incredibly meaningful work that's likely to save the planet. This reads like an Instagram, like some Instagram person, right? This reads like an Instagram, like this is what someone on Instagram is posting. Like literally, it's like they're posting in the helicopter. I lost 2,000 viewers from the book. Sure, absolutely. So anyway, you guys get it. Okay. So yeah, yes. Anyway. So. All right, that's a good spot. Let's get back to the chess. Still no moves. Take my headphones off so I don't unplug them. You guys said, okay. Sure, 1 second. Let me add something. Just gonna add a source, see if this shows something. One second. So where were we? Book name is The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fridge. You want me to read the Communist Manifesto? I have that somewhere. But I don't think I have it on my shelf here. I do actually have the Communist Manifesto. I have actually read it. You know what's funny is I bet that Hassan has never read the book. I bet Hassan has never read it, even though he claims to be a communist or whatever. I bet he's never read it, even though it's like literally the single most important piece of literature. So anyway, let's see what Gukesh is going to play in this position. I still expect Queen E2, but Gukesh has been thinking for how long? Like he's literally been thinking for like 2 hours now. I mean, he's been thinking for a long time. Like I feel like he's been thinking for like 40 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. No. Anyway, Hikaru, any clue why chess.com isn't streaming the World Championship? Is that tea I should spill or not? Let me see. Okay, we got Queen E2 after a long think. Yeah, it's on chess 24. I know the exact reason. I'm just debating whether I want to spill that tea or not. Yeah, I shouldn't spill it probably. I know the exact reason, but I won't spill the tea. So, all right. But there's an actual reason. There's a specific reason that it's on chess 24 channel, not chess.com. So, all right. Queen E2 is played finally. Let's see what Ding will play in this position. So, all right. I expect Ding to move quickly here. He's got to play something like knight takes d4 or castle. Yeah, he's got to play knight takes d4 or castle. He needs to play it quickly here. He cannot afford to spend a lot of time. Okay, so Ding is moving fast. We're gonna get takes. Actually, you know, computer likes h5 here. I kind of like h5 too, actually. The more that this game, the longer this game goes, the actually, I'm gonna be honest, the more optimistic I become about Ding's chances. Do I have the Odyssey? You mean Homer? You mean like Homer, right? That's Homer, if I'm not mistaken, right? Not Homer Simpson, by the way. Yeah, that's Homer. Yeah, what's it? There's the Odyssey, and there's also what the other one is. What, the Iliad? It's the Iliad, right? I think. Let me Google it. I think it's the Iliad's the other one, right? Yeah, the Iliad's the other one. Yeah. Yes, I mean I have read those, but like I haven't touched those in like 20 years, like literally insane. So yeah. Well, anyway. All right, knight d4. We'll probably get bishop d4, knight d4. I actually think knight d4 makes more sense, because if you take with a bishop h5, it looks kind of annoying. Like if black can clog the toilet on the king side and get the flying v formation, I think black's doing completely fine with this dash on c4. So yeah, we'll see if we get bishop takes or knight takes. One of the two moves. So is it possible to include the live view? No, I explained this like 20 times already, and I'm not in the mood to repeat myself for the 21st time. So read the Apology of Socrates. Is that Crito? Are you talking about Crito? I have read Crito. Is Crito the Apology? It is, right? Or not? Or is it different? Crito is the Apology, right? Or not? Wait, no, the Apology is different. Wait, Crito is separate from Apology. Okay, I probably read it, but not recently. I did read Crito, though. I did read that. I have Crito or Crito, however you pronounce it. But yes, I did read that one. Yeah, that one I did. But yeah, I mean, this is. I mean, I don't think I have the Plato book here. Do I? Do I have my Plato book here? Or that's probably no. I think my Plato book is back in New York. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a giveaway, by the way. So if you type !kick Ding or !kick Gukesh based on who you support, we're gonna be giving away 10 diamond memberships on chess.com. So I know we're gonna do that right this second, but we're gonna do it. Yeah, so I think that's correct, or is that not? Do you have to type your username too? I'm not sure. Wait a second. Maybe you type your username. So you type exclam kick Gukesh and then your username. So like exclam kick Gukesh, I believe, and then Hikaru, or you do it as one word, I think. No, you do it as one word. So I'll just type an example of how you do it. You type kick Gukesh, and then like, for example, like this is my username. So you see I typed it. So that's how you do it. Yeah. Or type the username after. Yeah. You do a space and type it after. No? That's too confusing for me. I mean, yeah, apparently what I'm doing is wrong. I'm confused. I don't know. It's not quite yet. We'll do it in a second. Oh, you type it and then I guess you have to do 2 messages, exclam kick Gukesh and then your username, something like that. So yeah, I guess you would do 2 separate messages. So it'd be like kick Gukesh or kick ding. And then you type another message with your username, I believe. Yeah, 2 messages. So it's like, for me, I would type exclam kick Gukesh, and then I would write a message right after that with my username. Yeah. So yeah. All right. Yeah, so I type like exclam kick Gukesh and then my username. So that's how I would do it. So all right, anyway, waiting for a move here. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna take a look at the cams. I'm honestly, I'm like, the more I look at this, the more confident I'm becoming for Gukesh, or for Ding. So anyway, all right, I feel like you know what, looking at this, assuming it's a draw, which we have no guarantees on, I don't know if there's a no draw rule, but as I think about it, like looking at this position, I'm becoming much more optimistic, because like if Ding can draw this game, considering that he spent 30 minutes on move 7, he was out of book that early, to be able to outplay Gukesh and make what I would say looks like a fairly comfortable draw is pretty impressive, actually. Like really impressive. I'm gonna be honest, really impressive. Also, no Gukesh at the board. I don't know if this means Gukesh is sitting in the back room or what, but this is starting to remind me of the match between Nepo and Ding. Those of you guys who are watching Nepo and Ding, remember there were many games where both players were not sitting at the board. They literally would sit in the back until they came out to make their move. I'm wondering if we're gonna get more of that, where both players are just like are missing from the board again. Yeah, we had the Chair World Championship, but okay, looks like Gukesh is back at the board. I'm gonna be honest, like Ding is outplaying Gukesh. He's outplaying him. Time is back to even. Gukesh is getting outplayed in this game, considering that on move 7 he was up like an hour. It feels like he's getting outplayed. It's not going to cost him the game or anything where he's going to lose, but if Ding is able to draw this game comfortably, like I think he will at this point, I mean it's a massive boost from the psychological standpoint for him. Huge boost. But we'll see what we got. Ding still has to castle, but the fact that he's not down time, I would say that's the one big weakness that Gukesh has, which is that in Rapid and Blitz, he is a little bit weaker. He did lose the big time scramble to Ali Rez and the candidates as well. So if it gets into the time scramble, that is the big weakness that Gukesh has. So you get knight d4, apparently a blunder to knight b2. Now if Ding can somehow play knight b2 fast, that would be massive. That would be massively epic. I don't expect it, but it would be massive. I think he's going to castle. Castle is what I expect here. But apparently after g5, white is better now because you grip the king side with the juicers. You create the diamond hands formation. Speaking of diamond hands, by the way, I saw something like somebody on Reddit nailed the price 2 days last week, and they said that GME was going to be $79 this week. I don't think it's going to happen, but let's see where GME is. GME is 28.11 in the pre-market, so nothing too crazy. But anyway, let's see what we got here. I think we'll get a move quickly. No! Oh, he plays knight b2 fast. Wow, he plays knight b2 fast. Wow, that is a great move by Ding. I mean, the move itself isn't like out of this world, but playing this move in like 5 seconds is really good. Really, really good. I mean, it's a move that I think a lot of players would play, but most players would spend their time. I think most players would find it, but they'd probably take 3-4 minutes. That is really, really good. The time usage on this move is really good. You hit the juicer on c3. If rook c1, I think you have queen c4, and now black might even be better here with this bastion. This is really good. This is really good. Really, really good. Really good. Yeah, really good. Really good. The time, I mean, it's more the time usage than anything. Like, the move itself isn't amazing, but just play this move in 5 seconds is really good. He was acting all along. Yeah, that's the really, really good stuff. And if rook f c1, it might be the same thing. Still queen c4, and if you move the queen here, you get forked by knight d3. And if you go to d2, there's actually probably queen d3, right? Queen d3 and then queen g6. Yep, exactly. Followed by knight d3. More forks. You hit the juicer. This is really good. And bishop e1 is, I guess, the best move here. But queen b6 and I guess king h1. Oh, don't tell me we're going to get a draw here. We could get a Wait a second. We could get a repetition here. This game could end rather abruptly. Wait a second. This could be a very weird random draw by repetition. Bishop f2. This could be, oh no, I think we're gonna get a repetition here. I think Gukesh is gonna use his time and play bishop e1. But Ding has a choice. He doesn't have to go queen b6. He can also go queen c4. And I guess apparently here white's able to keep the queens on the board. Actually, to be honest, tough spot for both players. Let's see what we get. Queen c4 will 100% be played if he puts either rook on c1. But if he goes bishop e1, I'm not sure whether he'll go queen c4 or queen b6. If this were old Ding, he would play queen c4 and try to be aggressive. But modern Ding, he's probably happy with a draw in game 1 with black. Most likely. On the other hand, can Gukesh go f5 and try to create a fire on the board? Apparently not, because queen c3, knight b5. Takes in queen c6. Yeah, and black shows up a juicer, and you've got a big black center with a chain of 3. So let's see what we got. Get queen e3 played quickly by Gukesh. Interesting choice. Not the computer move. Now, computer wants h5 here. h5, h3. And bishop. Whew, hard to find, but let's see. Let's see what we get here. We're not gonna get we're not gonna get a repetition, or maybe we could. Well, knight c4. We get a there is knight c4. I hope we don't get knight c4 here. Although knight c4, computer wants queen h3 apparently. I'm not sure we'll get queen h3 because that allows knight d2, and now that the knight is jumping, we could get a repetition with knight c4 here. And queen g3 is probably bad because just castles and f. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I have queen e3. I know queen e3 is on the board. I'll refresh the window. We could get a draw with knight c4. Definitely possible. I think Ding is going to make a decision quickly, though. He's either going to play knight c4 or I think rook c8. One of the two moves he'll play quickly, I think. Or h5 as well is also a move. This is game 1. Yeah, it's game numero uno, you guys. Game numero uno. Queen c4 I don't think makes a lot of sense. Like rook b1 and bishop f1. Oh, maybe not. Bishop e1. Okay. Hard to judge. Again, very easy with a computer, but hard to judge for the players here. Very hard to judge. Very hard to judge. We ain't too proud. Can we get rook c8? Okay, so Ding is trying to pick up the pace here. Yeah, Ding is really trying to pick up the pace. Hiding behind. Whoa, baby. Yeah, Ding is moving fast. I like it. I like it. Ding is really turning it around here. I like it. He's moving fast, and I really like his time usage. If Ding wins this game, by the way, it's really, I mean, it's going to be a massive boost somehow. Like if Ding can win this game, I think he's in really, really good shape to potentially win the match, just because even if it's only one game, he's gonna have massive confidence, and Ding with confidence can still play at a very high level. If we didn't get a draw now, the game will likely be decisive. I mean, I'm worried for Gukesh. I'm gonna be honest. Actually, you know, the more I look at this, if Ding plays h5 and we get this, Ding is gonna probably win this game, I predict. He's gonna castle. White has weaknesses. Gukesh is gonna have to spend more time. This could be a very, very bad start here. Could be a very, very dangerous situation. I think I'm gonna be honest. If Ding gets his confidence, I mean, like, this game is going very much in the wrong direction for Gukesh. And also the fact that Gukesh was up an hour on the clock, he had Ding out of book on move 7, and he's now just getting outplayed on the board and on the clock. This is some seriously impressive stuff from Ding. Seriously impressive. The way he's been able to move, like, kind of turn around and move fast and play the best move last 3 or 4 moves is like really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. Magnus with black would win here. I actually think he would, yeah. I think it's still way too early to make any major predictions, but I'm very worried for Gukesh because this is not his kind of game. Like, he's not generally a player who likes to be very aggressive in attack, except when it's one way. And because the structure is a little bit imbalanced here, it's not a one-way thing. Like, he can go rook c1 and try f5, but there's queen d3 here, knight c4. I mean, it's not a one-way attack. So very, very murky. So anyway, all right, you guys, in the meantime, what else is going on? Not a whole lot. Ding making a comeback. Yeah, I mean, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm loving it. I'm really liking his time usage. Knight b2 and rook c8 to play that super fast shows, like, really, it shows good confidence. Okay, so the first 5 winners for our giveaway, you guys, are MKB48, Sexy Meister, Niusha Faruji, J Ben 1, and Godfather. All 5 of you guys, or 1 2 3 4 5, all 5 of you guys are getting a 1-month diamond membership on chess.com, courtesy of Kick. So hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah, I mean, this game has great dynamics here for Gukesh, or not Gukesh, for Ding. Great dynamics. No, I mean, it's kind of shocking just on move 7. I was already really feeling like Gukesh was gonna roll Ding. He was in preparation. Ding was down an hour. I mean, obviously, you know, Ding could still blunder, but I'm impressed. I'm very impressed here. Very impressed so far. And Gukesh looks confused, by the way. Gukesh looks confused. I just saw him look up away from the board. I'm sure he's confused as to what's going on. Yeah, rook c1 also a mistake. Queen c4 now, and he's gonna go f5. I mean, he's gonna go all in for this, but is this actually working? No. Where is the queen h6? And you have bishop h4 to try and force a draw. I mean, very double-edged. Very double-edged. Yeah. I mean, if there's a 2019 Ding, I think Ding would win this position. I would also add that he's just like, I mean, this is going to be explosive, by the way. This is going to be very explosive. We're going to get f5 here and something like queen e3, queen. This is going to be very explosive, by the way. This is going to be very explosive. And I think Gukesh is going to start moving quicker, by the way, because now it's almost like Ding is the one trying to put pressure on Gukesh's clock here. So I expect Gukesh to maybe speed up a little bit, no increment. Like, if Gukesh gets low on time, Gukesh could definitely blunder. I would say that Ding's big advantage is definitely in the definitely if he can get Gukesh low on time. Yeah, it's a very imbalanced position here, very imbalanced. But I also don't know what's going on. Queen e1. Oh, bishop oh yeah, actually this is not hard. Queen f4 g5 traps the queen, and after end peasant you just take with the queen. Now there's knight d3, bishop g5. The whole house is collapsing out of nowhere for Gukesh. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I'm actually, like, I'm really impressed. It's almost it's like the, you know, the computer in Ding's head, it just went off. He woke up. He just woke up out of nowhere. What I'm wondering about Knight B2 is if maybe he had seen some similar theme or something. Somewhere he'd seen a similar theme with his pawn structure, and that helped him out here. Yeah, I'm wondering if he had seen this theme somewhere, because playing Knight B2 and Rook C8 and Queen C4, all these moves are great. Like, Knight B2 was awesome. Rook C8, I mean, not crazy, pretty normal, but playing Queen C4, playing Knight B2 and Queen C4 instantly, just amazing stuff. Amazing stuff, actually. Amazing. He just needed to charge for 30 minutes. Probably true, actually. Probably true. Yeah, probably true. Probably true. Time is equal now also. I mean, if Gukesh gets low on time, I think there's a good chance that Ding wins this. Ding will win 7-0. Yeah, thank you. I mean, Gukesh hasn't done anything fundamentally wrong, but it just feels like as soon as he was out of prep and he lost the thread of like an obvious idea, he struggled. I mean, I think it's when he basically Ding's moves are a little bit too easy. I mean, Knight B2, like, I mean, Bishop D7, Knight B6 are not crazy hard, but then he just plays Knight B2 and Rook C8 and Queen C4. I mean, it's very impressive, actually. I mean, and psychologically, like, if somehow Ding wins this game, I think it's going to be very hard for Gukesh to recover, because this is game one. I mean, he clearly surprised him on move 7. He was up an hour on the clock with the white pieces. Like, all those trends are very bad. They're all very, very bad. Rook Fe1 will not be played here. This is an insane move to play, walking into the fork. I know you have a pin with Bishop F1, but he will not play Rook E1. He's going to spend like 10 minutes looking at F5, and he doesn't like it, he'll find something else. Bishop E1 also, frankly, not an easy, or not Bishop E1, sorry, you said Bishop F3. Also, not a move that's going to be played, because Bishop F3 stops F5. Like, in this position, you want to go F5 because you want this rook on the file. Like, down the road, you want to go here and do something with the rook. So putting the bishop in front of the bishop and the rook here and just clogging the file is not human. He might play it, but it's not human. I mean, maybe not human is the wrong word. It's just, it's not natural. Let's put it that way. It's not natural at all. Rookie, I mean, F5 is the move that you want to play here. It's the move you want to play. Really, what it comes down to here is whether Gukesh can maintain his nerves, because at this point he has to be getting a little bit stressed about the position. A2 is hanging, Queen D3 is coming. It's whether he can maintain objectivity, which won't be easy, especially because now he's down on the clock too, which he's been up on the clock the whole time. When was the last time game 1 was decisive? I don't know. It's probably been quite a while. Okay, we got F5. Yeah, he played F5. This is the move that I expected from Gukesh, and he plays it quickly. And now after Queen D3, it's very scary. Now after Queen D3, I really think after Queen D3, it's very dangerous. Very dangerous here. Very dangerous. Yeah, like Queen D3, I think he's gonna play it too. It's pretty much an only move. Castles maybe is okay too, but you're never going to castle into the attack. You're going to go Queen D3, and as long as Ding sees G5, he will play Queen D3. If he goes Queen D3 here, Gukesh also starting to shake a little bit. You can see the table. He's starting to get that little bit, that nervous knee, that nervous leg reaction. Everybody gets that. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, this is very scary in my opinion. Very scary. I would not want this position with white. Can you put up the camera? I already told you guys 20 times why I can't. I told you I don't want to get some stupid annoying email where like, oh, we're gonna sue you. We're gonna sue you for stealing our footage. Like, I already told you guys that 20 times, okay? So, okay. No, I told you guys what you should do. I told you guys exactly what you should do. basically what you should do is you should pull up the cams, mute the other stream, and then pull up my stream as well at the same time and unmute mine. Just mute the other stream with the cameras and listen to me. So yeah, anyway, the other 10 gifted subs as well are we have MKB Ohio, we have Classical Fandom, Shabert 86, Nuzit, Marcos Furtado, Charito Menos, Carl's Magnuson, Ton Charles, Entropy Gaming, and Nadira Naradzi. And so all right, waiting for a move from Gukesh. I'm gonna go use the Russian very quickly and we'll keep going. FIDE sucks. You would think they would love you doing that because it promotes them. FIDE basically they're just so out of touch with reality on so many things. I mean, especially because they don't even have a good broadcast. If they had a good broadcast, it'd be one thing, but they don't. They don't. That's what's hilarious. Like, I mean, the thing is, everybody else gets all the viewers anyway, and they're never going to get that many viewers because they don't do streams. They don't have a big presence, and so. But it is what it is. That's fine. And they think it has value too. That's the other thing. They think it has like an actual monetary value. That's what's comical. Like, all they're doing is helping chess.com, which is the irony. I mean, that's what's really funny. Like, literally, they're basically hurting themselves and only helping chess.com by doing that. ChessBase is the most viewers. I mean, obviously the most viewers because it's India. That's not shocking, and that's a good thing. Gukesh definitely doesn't want to trade the queens. G5 is the only move that's kind of okay here. Anything else, he's in a world of hurt. Chess24 is not FIDE. No, Chess24 is a subsidiary of chess.com. So, all right, I'm gonna go use Russian very quickly. We'll be right back. But the game is definitely heating up. Queen F4 runs into G5. Ooh, blunder, big blunder too. Apparently, Bishop G5, Rook C2, and just castle. And Black is apparently winning. Whoa. No Bishop G5 yet, but I'd be shocked if Bishop G5 isn't played. Big blunder, by the way. But the only thing is, it's still not obvious you have to castle here. Okay. There is Bishop A4 bad? I was wondering about Bishop A4. No, because you take and now the whole house collapse. Yeah. I mean, this move's not shocking. Yeah, if Ding wins this game, this would be pretty insane considering the start. I mean, considering on move 7, he was down half an hour. He spent way too long. Ding is a great actor. I mean, no, I think it's just he flipped the switch and knew that he had to move fast. And it's kind of like, I feel like when he moves fast, somehow he doesn't have time to think in a weird way. And it's like once he doesn't have time to think and doubt himself, he's playing great moves. No, that's what I'm thinking, actually. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe it's because Ding, when he just decided he's just got to move fast, and when he starts moving fast, he doesn't have time to start doubting himself. Maybe it's something weird like that. That's what I think. Has the first game in a world championship match ever been won? I don't know. Not sure. No, I mean, this is very bad. After Rook C2 if he castles, he is going to win this game, I think, because Gukesh is getting too low on time. Yeah, that's what I actually think. I think that basically it's I think that's what it is, actually. No, I think that basically once he told himself just move fast, and as soon as he moves fast, he just doesn't have the time to start doubting himself, and he's starting to just play great moves. Ooh, baby. Spassky beat Fischer in game 1. That's true. The bishop takes H2 game. That's right. Knight B3 it's hard to see Knight B3 being played. Also, because I think Gukesh is getting nervous now. Gukesh probably in his head, he's like, what the fridge is going on? Like, what's going on? Like, I was up an hour on move 10. This guy hasn't played good chess for a year and a half. And suddenly Ding plays like 6 great moves in a row, all instantly too. No deep things, just plays really fast. And so probably Gukesh is like starting to lose. Gukesh is probably becoming like, Gukesh is probably upset too. He's probably like, what the heck is this? Something's wrong. Like, how can this be happening? Cesar says it's already lost. Well, let's see. Yeah, he goes rook c2, of course. Now, you know what's crazy is Magnus could probably find knight b3 here, but I think Gukesh is definitely, he's becoming a little bit, we get rook c4 played instantly too. Also a good move. Yeah, I mean, it's basically like Ding just, it's like in his head, he told himself like, just move instantly. Just stop thinking and just move and trust yourself. And now, yeah, like he's literally, how much time? Let's go. Oh, I can't see the time usage on this. Can I? But I swear, from this moment on, from like this moment, all these moves have been played really, really fast. Maybe I can refresh it. Does it show? No. How do I? It doesn't show me. No, it doesn't show me the time usage. But yeah, like every move is like all these moves have been played like instantly. Yeah. Yeah, really, 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 really good stuff. Really, really good stuff from Ding. No, I can see Gukesh's face too. Gukesh looks angry, actually. He looks angry here. He looks angry. Check the move list. How? How do I check the move list? Well, let's see what we get here. You bet he's angry? I mean, I think he's probably like, what the heck is going on? I mean, I would be feeling like that too. I'd be like, what's going on? This guy's been playing horrible chess like for the last year and a half. I'm up an hour on move 7. I mean, probably in his mind, I'm sure Gukesh was thinking, I'm going to win this game. This is Ding we've seen for the last year and a half as soon as he spent 30 minutes on move 7. No, Gukesh, I think he's confused. I think he's confused as to what's going on. No, if Ding wins this game, it's really, really massive. I mean, when was the last time Ding won a game? Has Ding even won a game against a top 10 player in the last year and a half? I mean, seriously, has he? Like a classical game of chess. He's won a game. He's definitely won a game or two. Oh, he beat Gukesh's black? Oh, Gukesh is the one person he beat? Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's funny actually. He beat him in Tata 23 and 24th black. Okay, I didn't know that actually. Okay. And the Oscar this year goes to exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I mean this is very bad. Yeah, very bad. Very hard to play, by the way. After knight b2, he used 5 minutes for 5 moves. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, 5 minutes for the last 5 moves, and incredible stuff. Yeah, to me it feels like as soon as Ding just flipped off the switch, he's like, I'm just gonna move fast. He's playing much better because he doesn't have the time to overthink. And Gukesh now is really in a bad spot too, because like he has to find a way to attack. Will I upload the live? Probably on my second YouTube channel. I will probably, but we'll see. We shall see. Anymore. Never seen Ding so relaxed. Yeah, I mean he's on fire. He's on fire here actually. Yeah, this is very bad for Gukesh. I think Ding is going to win this. I think Gukesh is going to crack here under the pressure, by the way. I think Gukesh is going to crack. I'm going to be honest. I think he's going to crack here. Like, he's definitely shaking his chair. You can actually see it. He's definitely shaking. The back of his chair is shaking. Because his feet are shaking under the table. Yeah, the back of his chair is shaking. What else do we have? Let's take a look. What are the odds? What are the odds? Let's see. Poly market. Oh, Ding is up to 43 cents. Let me change the scene. I think you guys can see it, right? Ding is up to 43 cents, you guys. Look at this big spike. 22 cents. He's 43 cents now. 43 cents, you guys. $0.43. Yeah, 43 cents. This is Polymarket, very famous website. Everyone was following it in regards to the election, of course. Did I bet? I'm here in America. I can't bet here in America. Not legal to bet on Polymarket here in America. Also, I think isn't it like the founder of Polymarket going to jail or something? Didn't the feds bust him recently? I could have sworn the feds busted him, or they did something, right? Wasn't he arrested or something? Oh, he's under investigation? Okay. Polymarket blocks French users. New bets. So basically, that's hilarious. Wasn't it a French trader who made like 40 million on Trump winning? And now Polymarket is blocked in France. You love to see it, you guys. You love to see it. A French guy bet 40 million, I think, on Donald Trump. And now, I just read the article on Wall Street Journal. France banned the French government banned the French people from betting on Polymarket. Like, insane. Just insane. Insane. Okay, back to the game. Do I have any Dogecoin? No, I don't. Okay, another big moment. What is he doing? He's literally moving instantly. What the heck? He is moving instantly. Did he just like smoke something in the back room? Like, jeez. Did he go and do something in the back room that just like made him feel like all alive again? Jeez. No, I mean, it's insane. It's actually insane. Yeah, it's like as soon as he remembers to move instantly, he doesn't like have time to self-doubt or time to doubt himself. He starts playing amazing. No, this is really amazing stuff. It's just incredible. He was smelling salts, yeah. It's 7 a.m. How are you awake? Because first of all, I'm generally a morning person, but then secondarily, besides being a morning person, I'm I'm a streamer, and it's a big event. Why not stream it? Yeah, this is incredible. I'm just gonna say, like, I'm in awe of what Ding is doing in this game. I really am. I'm in awe. Let's see, did it go up yet? It's still 43 cents. Still 43 cents. I can't bet by that. I'm here in America. Okay, plays Queen B1, the only move. Okay, big moment. Will we get Rook C3 here or not? You have to play Rook C3 or Knight A4, because if you try to castle, there's Rook takes B2, White sacks the Rook, but you guard the Queen. So when you take the Rook, you lose the Queen. If you trade, now White has 3 versus 2. So Knight A4, Rook C3 have to be played here. Still a long way to go, though. Still a long way to go. Poly market prize pool bigger than the world championship. That's the exact reason that you can't have betting on chess in any kind of substantial way, because people will just fix games. They'll make more money off that than in chess. Chess doesn't have big enough prize funds to really justify gambling, or betting on it, I should say. Is it illegal to bet in America? It is on Poly market, but of course all the brokerage houses like Robinhood or Predict It, you could bet on them. You could bet on the election. That's actually how I did. I used Robinhood to bet on the election. I'm just really thankful that like my chess brain kicked in and I thought about hedging it. Because if I hadn't hedged it, I would have lost a good chunk of change. But instead I made a great bit on Tesla. No, I bet on Harris on Robinhood, but then I hedged it by betting Tesla, buying Tesla calls, which of course was brilliant. Yeah. No, and I did it that afternoon before the close. It was Tuesday, and luckily I closed it was Tuesday. If I hadn't stopped my Title Tuesday stream, like if I hadn't taken the break between the early touches and late one, I probably would never have made the bet on Tesla. But like as I stopped my stream, I was just chilling, and I thought to myself, you know, actually it's kind of stupid. Why don't I hedge it? Why don't I hedge it? Why don't I hedge it? It's like, it's stupid, because of course if Trump wins, Tesla's gonna go mooning, and it did go mooning. So anyway, plus a good chunk of change, and that's before I win massively on all my other call spreads that I have. But anyway, let's see what Ding does here. It's not over yet. Yeah, it's not about foresight. It's just I started thinking, I was thinking logically in my head, like about the outcome. It's like, well, why not hedge it? And it's basically two options were either DJT or Tesla. Those are the two options. So all right, okay, waiting for the move from Ding. Will he play Rook C3 or not? What's the worst option you played? I don't know, but I made a very big mistake recently. It was actually right, the timing was right, but I should have rebought it, but I didn't. I had a call spread on Hubs. I had the 700 760 for January for like, I think I bought it for like 12.5. Like I had like huge odds, like 4-1, and then I closed it at like 680 after it dumped from 720, and then like one week later it's like 750 now. So I'm not happy, but whatever, it's still a win. You can't complain about wins. Let's see what Ding will do here. Probably Rook takes C3. Bishop A4 is a big mistake, so Rook takes B2 here. As soon as Ding starts thinking, he looks like a different person. Yeah, maybe that's the main thing. He's just thinking too much. Maybe it's if he thinks too much, he just loses it. But Knight A4 or Rook C3 are the only two moves. Any other move, you lose the game, because there's this Rook B2 threat just ends the game immediately. Ding has to know he's better, but it's still very messy because takes Knight E2, takes Bishop C5. I mean, I guess this is winning. I mean, this is probably winning, but I mean, your king is still stuck in the middle. It's probably winning, but let's see. He won't go Bishop E3. Well, Bishop E3, Rook B2? Oh, okay, but this is very far out there. Very far out there. I don't think he'll play Bishop E3. So let's see what we got. If Gukesh can save this, yeah. I mean, it's still, the match is still a long way to go. Like, match is not over even if he wins. Like, everybody's acting like, oh, everybody's wrong, this, that, the other thing. It's still a long match, but it's definitely a very, very good start. Very, very good start. As good as it gets. Winning with black in game one, but we still have a long way to go in the game itself as well. But this also highlights one of the big differences is that if this were Magnus, if you're playing Magnus with black, you won't even try to get in these positions because you're going to assume that Magnus will just beat you. Whereas in these, like the Nepo Ding match or this one, I mean, the players are okay taking chances because they're not perceiving themselves to be like huge underdogs where they'll just get outplayed. Whereas when you play Magnus, you feel like if you just get into normal endgame, you're just going to get outplayed because he is the best player ever. Actually, I need to get some coffee because now I'm starting to feel really sleepy suddenly. So I'm gonna get some nervous, sorry, I read the message, so it's being slightly more nervous. Gonna go get some coffee and I'll be right back. Yeah, rook takes c3. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is very bad. Gukesh in real trouble. Chess-based India freaking out. I would be freaking out too. I would be freaking out too. You're just like, what's going on? Yeah, like, I mean, you're thinking like, what the heck's going on here? Just like, yeah. So. But very good start. Ding also up on time here, by the way. Ding is way up on time. This can only portend well for him. Yeah, I was so negative because like the start was just basically, it felt like old, it felt like what Ding's been doing for the last year and a half. But he's played remarkably well. I mean, as soon as he started moving instantly, he's playing great. Yeah. I think Magus would have probably won this with either color, if I'm being honest. Yeah, he's just that good. He's just that good. Okay, queen c3. We'll get knight e2, queen e5 almost for sure. And then I assume we'll get this and probably takes first. Maybe there's a there's a difference to bishop h2. Tricky. Yeah, Gukesh is in serious trouble here. Serious trouble. Yeah, really bad spot to be in. I mean, all I can say is I'm impressed. Looking a bit tired. Yeah, I am actually a little bit tired. I had great energy, but it's like there's only so long you can have energy when you don't sleep enough. And you start streaming at 4 a.m. But yeah, I mean, this is a great start. Do I think Emil Satovsky watched my streams? I really don't care. Okay, important moment here. Bishop takes e6 needs to be played. I think he will take with a bishop. Yeah. No, Gukesh is very nervous now because I'm sure for Gukesh he's really confused by what's going on. I would be confused too. Why am I so impressed? Because the match started off really poorly. Started off as badly as it could for Ding. Auto prep on move 7 and an opening that he never plays against like a massively booked up Gukesh. Down an hour by like move 11 and a position that white was better in. Like that's like, you really cannot ask for more. FE6 is apparently a mistake, right? Yeah, there's this trick here. But someone mentioned that there's a queen d4, right? And black's still winning. I think really the turning point, I mean, I know it's not over, but if I had to pick a turning point, it's this moment. It's right here, queen e2, and not taking with the bishop. Taking with a knight, and then there's Gukesh just rattling off. I mean, not Gukesh, Ding rattling off. Boom, 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 and boom, and boom, and boom, boom. I mean, all these moves are amazing. Like, I would say knight takes d4 is turning out to be the big mistake. Your picture pops up first if anyone searches Emil Satovsky on Google. I mentioned that earlier, you guys. I had someone tagged me in a post, and I thought it was like the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. Like literally the most hilarious thing that I've ever seen. Yeah, it was hilarious. Yeah, just amazing stuff. But anyway, all right. So, all right. Do you think we'll ever know who the creator of Bitcoin is? I think the creator of Bitcoin is dead. No, I assume he's dead, right? I mean, isn't it basically, is Adam back or who was it? Who's the dead guy? I mean, I'm trying to remember who the dead guy is. Yeah, isn't it basically Adam back or Hal Finney? I thought it was like basically almost guaranteed it was one of those two guys. Yeah, I thought it was guaranteed that it was basically Adam back or Hal Finney. And Hal Finney's dead, so... Oh, Nick Sabo. I forgot about Nick Sabo. I forgot about him. Yes, you're right. But yeah, I thought it was pretty well acknowledged at this point that it was like that it was almost certainly Hal Finney. I mean, he received the first Bitcoin transaction from Satoshi. Yeah, I mean, it was him, right? Yeah. Okay. Hal Finney lived in the room next to me at Caltech. How's it going, Drahatric? Hope all is well. But yeah, I didn't think it was really... Sam Bankman-Fried is live. Can you imagine Sam Bankman-Fried if he had just... If like the collapse hadn't happened then, if Bitcoin had started its massive run back then to like 100K, we'd be talking about him as like, you know, the greatest... We'd be talking about him like in the same breath as people like Elon Musk. But because the downturn happened, they became insolvent and boom, collapsed, and now he's sitting in the slammer for 25 years. But if Bitcoin had gone to 100K when everything collapsed, we would literally be talking about it like he's like one of the greatest like entrepreneurs of all time. It's insane actually. But because Bitcoin collapsed, like FTX went busto and like the world's different. Literally, we're talking about him like he's one of the greatest entrepreneurs of our time. Yeah. Life comes at you fast. Well, I mean, you also shouldn't be like taking customers' money, obviously. Hi, Hikaru from Caltech. Hope all is well in California. What type of coffee? I just have my instant black coffee, guys. I bought it at Trader Joe's. So I've got like the Colombian. Oh, he took with the pawn. Wait, whoa, it's a mistake. No, there's Queen H7 now, right? No, wait. Takes. See, as soon as Ding starts thinking, he blunders. Yeah, as soon as he starts thinking. But wait, this is... Oh, because of Rook F3. It's Rook F3. I assume we'll get Queen H7, by the way, which is apparently a losing move, by the way. Long think, wrong think. Yeah, long think, wrong think. Just gotta move instantly. But yeah, I just have Trader Joe's instant coffee, you guys, because like it's not like I can afford anything more. All my money is in Tesla calls. So, let's see what Gukesh is gonna do here. Long think, wrong think. Yes, exactly. Yeah, he played 92. Did he? Okay, he did. Okay, so we'll get Queen E5. Let's refresh the board. Yeah. Also, only move to take the juicer. Actually, is there queen? There might be Queen B4 too here. Queen B4 also move. Actually, Queen B4 possible too. But still, I would say it's unlikely. I mean, oh, what did he did? He took. Sorry. Okay, let me refresh the board. There's something wrong with my board, so I just won't make analysis. Welcome back, everyone. For today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the World Championship match starting today between Magnus Carlsen and Ding Liren being played in China. Of course, we have the 5-time, soon-to-be 6-time world champion back in action, and let's get right to it. Okay. Anyway, let's see what Gukesh is going to play here. Yes, exactly. Yes. Yes, exactly. I think I'll do a live recap, but maybe not. I'll figure it out. I think I'll do a live recap. That's my guess. Bitcoin 98.1, by the way. Bitcoin not going up. I'm waiting for Bitcoin to go to 100, and then I'll probably sell like 2 or 3 of my coins. Let's see what Gukesh does here. Waiting for a move. Let's see. Gukesh versus Liren. Yeah. Yeah, apparently white's okay here, only because of Rook F3. We'll see. 50K viewers on Chess-Based India. That actually, I'm going to be honest, that seems surprisingly low. I'm going to be honest, it seems low. The thing that Gukesh has to remember here is to not play Queen H7, because it's very easy here to get nervous and blitz out all these moves. Hikaru flexing his bitcoins. I don't hold Bitcoin on Robinhood, but actually I think it's better. Robinhood has a couple things that that are really good. And I'm mad at myself that I didn't buy Hood stock back when it was like $18, $19, because actually like there are a lot of things they have that are actually good. Even if you think like the platform is mediocre, The Bitcoin is a lot easier to do it, unlike say on Coinbase or anything else. Secondarily, what was I gonna say? You have the 24-hour market that you don't have on basically any other brokerage company. So those two things alone are really big pluses. Okay, let's see what Gukesh plays here. He'll play bishop c5, I assume. Still a long way to go. Yeah, I mean, I still think when I look at the position, I still think that Gukesh is okay. Why did I buy 1,000 Bitcoins? Well, you guys, I owned Bitcoin at 900. I did, and then I sold it at 4,500. But it was never like a massive thing. I never had a huge amount, so it's not something where I'm just like, oh my god, if I had held it, I'd be like worth like 50 million or 100 million. But still, yeah, I owned it at 900. I sold it 4,500 because I thought 500%. Like, you know. No reason, you know, profit never hurt anybody. Obviously, I could have held it and it went way up, but so what? Who cares? Who am I rooting for? No particularly. At least you didn't spend on pizza. I'm gonna be honest. If I'm that guy who spent those 10,000 Bitcoins on those 2 pizzas, I'm just like, I don't even, I mean, like, I don't know what I would do with myself. I really don't know what I would do with myself. Because that's like literally billions of dollars, right? That's not just like, I mean, let me see. That's 10,000, right? 10,000 times, that's 100,000. No, oh my god, that's 1 billion. Yeah, I mean, like, I mean, I'm just thinking about like stock things where like I've owned stocks and I've missed out on profits, but like it's one thing to miss out on like a couple $100 grand or like, you know, like $1 million, but to like literally miss out on $1 billion, it's like I don't know, mentally it's like, I don't know, that's got to be very rough. Yeah, that's got to be very rough. Jesus. Yeah, really rough, really rough. When is Hikaru coin coming? Why would I do that? Does it look like I'm into scams? I mean, seriously. Would I recommend investing in Tesla? I mean, nothing is a recommendation because I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm pretty bullish on Tesla. I'm very bullish, actually. I think, I don't know, I think within I'm tempted to go higher. I already have a bunch of call spreads in the 400 or a little above that range, but I'm tempted to like go really big on like a 400, 500 type call spread, or maybe even above that a little bit. I don't think it's overvalued. No, I think it's going to go up a lot, but that's not financial advice, obviously. Let's see what Gukesh does here. Am I not going to play today? I might play a little bit later. I'm not sure. Gukesh shaking his chair. By the way, the chair looks so ridiculous. They literally have a stupid like head thing strapped to the back, and it looks like such a cheap chair, like a $200 chair. They have this weird thing head strapped to the back so you can lean back with your head, and it's just ridiculous. And it's literally just wobbling all over the place. It's terrible. No, it's literally like this chair. I have a chair. I'm not sitting in it, but I've got a chair right here. Yeah, it's literally like this chair. It's like this chair. Yeah, I can push it up. What's this? Yeah, I've got one of my Qatar soccer balls from the World Cup, obviously. Yeah, it's like this chair, but it's like strapped. It's not on it. But anyway, yeah, my chair is better. Yeah, well, it is what it is. But I don't really like this chair. This chair actually, like, it hurts my back a bit. 5 minutes on the clock. Let's see what we get. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna switch my chairs back. 1 second. 5 minutes for 11 moves, you guys. 5 minutes for 11 moves. All right. And of course, right on cue, because I drank all my coffee, I need to pee. But all right, queen c2 played blunder, queen c4 and castles, and black is just in winning, right? Yeah, queen d2 castles. GG. Okay, if we get queen c4 as game over, queen c2 is a horrible move by Gukesh. Unbelievable that he played queen c2. If Dean goes queen c4, he wins the game. Incredibly bad move. Incredibly bad move. I mean, to not play bishop c5 here is insane. And this is actually where, like, one thing that Magus was talking about, which is intuition plays a huge role, because Gukesh is too low on time, so like he can't calculate super long lines. He probably only calculated this one, and he saw queen d4 was losing, and so like he's still trying to calculate and not trusting his intuition. Yeah, now queen c4 and castle, and Ding wins the game. If Ding plays queen c4, he's gonna win. I would win this position, I think 90% plus, because I would play queen c4 here. Although wait, no, there is one trick. Wait, there is one trick. There's bishop d4 still. Actually, there's bishop d4, and you have to play knight d3. Not so obvious, but no, actually I shouldn't say 90, because knight d3 is tricky. Knight d3 is still tricky. Having divided knight d3 is not obvious, but I do need to use the restroom, and if I don't use the restroom now, I don't think I'll get to, because I'll have to do my recap right away. So I'm gonna take one last break. Bathroom again, interesting. Yeah, I just drank too much coffee. Okay, big moment here. Big moment. Big moment. If Ding plays queen c4, I'm pretty sure he's going to win this position. But it's not a hard move to play either, because castles loses to bishop c5, just winning the rook here, or the queen. So it's not did I watch Arcade? Do you mean Arcane? No, I don't even know what the alternatives are. I mean, maybe you can take g4, I guess, but even this looks scary. I mean, I guess you're okay after castles apparently, but it looks very scary. So I don't even know what the other move is. Knight c4 maybe is the only other move, but then bishop c5 when we get back into one of these long lines with queen f2, and white's still kind of okay. I mean, the only move that I can think of besides queen c4 is knight c4, one of these two moves. I don't know what Gukesh saw, actually. I don't know. I think it's just that he couldn't calculate a line, and his intuition just isn't that good, or it's not as good as other players. Like he's obviously stressed, let's be clear, like he's under stress, but I think I think basically he can't calculate a whole long line. So then when you can't calculate long lines and you're low on time, you trust your intuition, and Gukesh's intuition is not as good as other players. It's why he's not as good at blitz, because blitz is very reliant on looking at pure tactics. No player cams. I already explained that 100 times. No, I just want to say thanks for signing my chessboard at Norway chess. It was nice to see you spend time with the kids. Oh, no problem. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah. Queen c4 is a very obvious move to me. The only question is, will he see knight d3? Because if you don't see knight d3 here, it's tricky. Actually, knight d3 is the only winning move, by the way. Could I put the move up there on move number 30, you guys? Let's go back to book reading. There's nothing to read right now, but maybe later. Actually, there's never going to be a time that we read, honestly, at this point. While you watch, do you have an engine open? I mean, I can see the regular engine on chess.com, but no, I'm not using it in my supercomputer. Yeah, queen c4 is not a hard move, and the great thing here is that great thing here for Gukesh, or for Ding, is that he's got more time. So he's got a lot of time here. Yeah, this is looking great. What is Polymarket saying? More importantly, let's take a look at Polymarket. Let's see, what are the odds? Ding is at 45 cents. 45 cents. 45 cents. So, all right. Okay, let's go back. Queen c4 played. Queen c4 is on the board, you guys. Queen c4 is on the board here. There we go. Why did I enter the tournament? I don't know. Yep, it's getting better and better for Ding. He is ding chilling. Yeah, I mean I'm tempted to, I can't bet. 44 cents, I'm gonna be honest. I would probably be, I think 44 cents is too low. I mean, saying he's the underdog when he's almost certainly gonna win this game, I don't think that's correct. I think that's, those odds are bad. I think that's bad. 42 cents is bad. He's gonna win this game now. I think I would say like 80% plus that he wins the game. I mean, he's gonna play knight d3. It's the only move. I mean, I would be betting on Ding here. I think Ding should be close. Oh, am I making the market? Wait a second. Am I making the market? Me talking is wait, me talking is making it go up. Use a VPN to do it. Yeah, does it look like I want to go to jail or get hit with a big fine? Yeah, me talk. Oh my gosh, I'm moving the market. I'm literally moving the market. Okay, let's go back. I mean, the problem here is castles will be played, 0% chance it isn't played, and after bishop d4, knight d3 will be played also, and once you get to knight d3, it's just winning. Yeah, am I Mr. Market? Yeah. This is the only move. Knight d3 is the only question, whether you can play knight d3. Oh wait, no, it looks like he's reaching for the knight. Wait, he just reached, came back and reached again. Wait, that was weird. It looks like he's reaching for knight d3, which is not the best move here, by the way. Yeah. SEC head in chat. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Well, we get castles. Big moment. It looked again like he wanted to reach for the knight. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't reach for the knight. Castles is the most obvious move. It's a question of whether he sees bishop d4, knight d3. This is the only question. If he sees knight d3, he wins the game. That's all it comes down to. If he sees knight d3, he's going to castle. That's all there is to it. This is the big moment. Ding looks nervous. I mean, both players look nervous here. Why are chess-based India allowed to show the cameras and not you? I don't know how much I want to say about that topic, but I don't know what I want to say about that topic. I know the exact amount that Emil was asking them for to begin with. I don't know what they agreed upon in terms of payment, but that's all I want to say on it. Yeah, that's all I want to say on it. I think FIDE took what they could get. They asked for something a lot higher and they took what they could get is my belief. But I don't want to 5 or 10k. You think that? No, it's FIDE. They're out of touch with reality, so they were trying to charge a lot more. I mean, they were basically, Anish made a tweet and he was implying that he needed $100,000 to buy the camera rights. You probably saw it, right? Or not? I can find that tweet that Anish put out. Anish put a tweet out about that exact thing. Let me find it. Let me find Anish's tweet. Maybe I can find it. Where's Anisha's tweet? It's got so many tweets. Jeez. Still looking for it. I can't find it right off. He castles. Big move. Big move. Knight d3. The moment of truth. He'll play knight d3 though for sure now. I would be stunned if he doesn't go knight d3 here. I mean, if he doesn't play knight d3, I'd be shocked. I'm gonna be honest. I'd be shocked. I can't find Anisha's tweet right now, but he said 100k. And he plays it. Ooh, I told you if he castled, he was going to play knight d3. I told you. If he castled, I knew he was going to play knight d3. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and Gukesh does look very nervous, by the way. Don't forget, the only game that Gukesh lost in the candidates was to Ali Reza when he got too low on time and he ended up in a big scramble. I mean, 8 moves in 3 minutes with no increment is real time pressure. This is like real time pressure. And now he's shaking the chair again. Yeah, this is great. Let's take a look. What are the odds up to? It's only 49 cents. It's only 49 cents, really. He's gonna win the game now. This is bad. He should not be 49% if he's up 1 after game 1. He should be closer to 55 or 60 cents. That's not to say that it won't go down, but if I could, I would be betting on Ding here. I would be. This is completely wrong because Ding is 90% to win this game now. He's 90% to win this game. So if he's 90%, that means he's gonna be up 1-0. He should be closer to like 55-60%. I know it's the whole match, but he's still the favorite. It should not be 50-50 when he's up 1-0. Because he's gonna win this game. It's 90% chance he's gonna win the game. Bro, it's not one game. It's not about, you guys are missing the point. The point is he's gonna win this one game, meaning that he's the odds-on favorite to win the match. But sure, whatever you say, because obviously you don't understand what I'm saying. Yeah, you guys don't get what I'm saying. You're like, oh, it's a long match, like it's not just one game. I'm aware it's not that, but if he's up 1-0, it's not 50-50. He's a favorite if it's 1-0 after one game. So yeah. Okay, he's 136. Oh man, Gukesh down to 135. 1 minute for 8 moves. Uh-oh. 8 moves in 1.5 minutes. This is unbelievable, by the way. If you told me it was going to happen after move 7 of this game with a 30-minute thing, I would have told you that you're insane. This is actually wild. He won't resign here, but even getting to time control with 1 minute on the clock for 8 moves is very unlikely. He's gonna have to move quickly. And this is exactly Gukesh's biggest weakness. This is his biggest weakness. His biggest weakness is getting really low on time. Okay, goes queen e3. Okay, big moment. Both e5 and rook f1 are good. Both moves are good here. Rook f1 takes, and e5 is also completely fine too. Both lines are fine. I think he'll play e5 in one go, but I don't know. I don't know which one he's gonna do. I'm betting on Ding secretly. Yes, exactly, you guys. Let's see the official times. Let me take a look. Ding has 45 seconds. No, he has 45 seconds confirmed. Confirmed. 45 seconds confirmed. Yeah. Go Ding, bet 40 million. Yeah. No. I mean, Ding is he's Ding chilling. He's Ding chilling here. I think he'll play rook f1, by the way. Playing e5 just feels a little bit loose. Too many attacks on the king. He'll probably trade and go e5. That's my prediction. Any chance you show the players camps? I already explained why I'm not showing them, but sure. Why is Ding winning? Honestly, Ding is just outplayed Gukesh. Nothing else to say. He's been the better player. Gukesh came in with this heavy theory, and on move 7 Ding was down 30 plus minutes And since then, Ding has just flat outplayed Gukesh. He was down an hour, I think, on move 11. He was down like an hour on move 11. I mean, it's just, he's just been outplayed. Nothing else really needs to be said. He's been outplayed. That's it. He's just been outplayed. Yeah, I mean, I think fair value would be 55 cents, but that's presuming he wins the game. So 52 is probably pretty correct. Pretty on the spot, because he hasn't quite won the game yet, but he will win the game. I think 55-60, somewhere in that range, is what it should be, assuming a Ding win in game 1. I mean, rook takes or e5 are both good here, but why is e5 good? I'm a little confused. Takes. This is good. Okay, this is good, but not easy to play. I mean, you dodge the checks. Not what I expect. I expect rook f1 and e5. Ding is not super low. Not super low, no. Yep, he's gonna play e5, of course, obviously. Yeah, queen g4, bishop g3, knight b4. Yeah, takes bishop g3, knight b4, and he's gonna win this. Yeah, he's gonna win this position. Okay, bishop g2. That's a weird move. Okay, bishop f5 wins, but knight e5 wins. All roads. Bishop f5 or knight e5. Bishop f5 and bishop e4 is really clean here. Really clean. I mean, knight e5 is also fine, but I think bishop f5 just ends the game here. Bishop f5 and bishop e4 ends the game. Oh, when he plays it. Oh. And the Oscar goes to, wow. And the Oscar goes to, jeez. It's bishop e4, GG, yo. Jeez. I mean, it's just wild to think about this game after move 7. After move 7, you're like, okay, Gukesh is gonna coast, is gonna win. Yeah, just like h6 or h5, both look good. Okay, with bishop e4, king h2. Maybe I'm a little bit behind. Let me refresh. He plays h6, good move. Yeah, not a hard move. Very easy. 12 seconds. 12 seconds. 12 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5. Bishop h3, queen d1, GG. Queen d1, GG. Queen d1, and you go for the double A battery checkmate, GG. Queen d1, bishop g2, queen c2, GG. GG, yo. Move. Wait, what? Oh, he gets to move 40. There's no checkmate. Still losing, though. I mean, everything wins. Queen c2, queen 8. No, does queen c2 allow? No, it doesn't, because you have queen f2 check at the end. I thought maybe you could sack the queen, but then there's queen f2 check. Yeah, everything wins. Everything wins here. Queen c2, queen a2 is what I expect. Hikaru laughed at Nepo when he said Gukesh is cheating. We'll see who was right. Okay, whatever, dude. Whatever. I really don't want to hear that nonsense. Okay, take that somewhere else. Game's gonna go over a little bit longer, but yeah. Great game. Great game. I mean, I really don't know what to say. I mean, just great stuff. I mean, I really like. I applaud Ding. I applaud Ding. Like, this is like, this is amazing. That's just amazing. Yeah, queen takes a2, check, and king h8. Ding is gonna probably spend like Ding is gonna spend like probably 10 minutes here, but he will play queen takes a2 and he'll win the game. He might play it right away, but he'll probably think for 5 minutes, play it, and then I expect a resignation. Yeah, I mean, I'm just, yeah, I mean, really, this is class. This is legit class. After playing so badly for a year and a half, I mean, just like pure class in this game, pure class. Down an hour, down 30 minutes, doesn't have the prep on move 7, down an hour by move 11, in a worse position too, and he just outplays Gukesh. Just flat outplays him for the rest of the game. Did Gukesh resign? Wait, no, he didn't resign, did he? No, he moved king g3. No, he didn't resign. Yeah, no, I mean it's almost like for Ding, when he had to move, when he started moving quickly, he forgot his troubles and everything, and he just like he went into onto a different planet. He went to a different planet. They're writing the moves down, which by the way is something that's so old school because most chess tournaments have increment versus no increment these days. Just amazing stuff, really amazing stuff. Handwriting in 2024, I know exactly. Yeah, really great stuff, by the way. Really great stuff. Find the mate in 23, I won't, but yeah, I'm amazed. I'm actually amazed. This is like really good, really good. Can I not show the cams for 5 seconds? I mean, I could, of course, but knowing the current situation I have with FIDE, they're gonna be jerks about it. So I don't even feel like even like risking a random email for no reason. So that's all I was saying. 100k for camps. What's wrong with FIDE? I mean, many things are wrong with FIDE. I mean, it's one thing if you're chess.com where you have a massive audience to try and say something like that. It's quite another thing when your broadcast is nowhere near the biggest. I mean, Chess-Based India is bigger. I think Chess24, which is of course chess.com, is also bigger. Yeah, chess.com is 43k watching. Like, yeah, I mean, literally the biggest streams are not FIDE, and yet FIDE is trying to they think that it's like there's actual value. It's hilarious, but hey, it's what it is. Yeah, that's how it goes. So yeah, anyway, also big shout out to everybody who's watching right now. We've got like close to 7,000, so thank you so much, you guys. Yeah, Chess-Based India I expect to pop as the games keep getting deeper and deeper. So yeah, let's see what Gukesh does here. Queen a2 played, and I think Gukesh is going to resign here. I think he's going to think for 5 minutes and resign. He might just resign right away, but let's see. Is he going to resign or not? Do I know what Skibidi Toilet is? Yes, of course I do. Thank you. Yeah. This would be a sponsor thing, wouldn't it? No, because Google is not giving FIDE money. There's, well, I shouldn't talk about that. But anyway, no, like you're talking about Google, it's different. No, it's gonna be over in a second. I won't start the recap because the game's still going on. Let's see. Google's running the broadcast. Anyway, let's see. Let's see what Gukesh will play here. Do I think PCA was better than FIDE? That's before my time. I don't know. Bishop e6, king h8 is the last moment where we'll get moves. Last moment. But let's see what we get. So let's see what we get here. So check king h8. To think Ding was down an hour at the start of the game. Yeah. See what Gukesh is gonna play. See what Gukesh plays. He's probably going to resign here, I think. Will I stream tomorrow? Maybe we'll see. I mean, the main sponsor is, I mean, Singapore, obviously, but anyway, let's keep going. Is there a press conference? There is a press conference. I don't think I'll cover it. I think I'll start my recap right away. That's my plan. How many games today? There are just one game. Yeah, I missed a question. Yeah, I thought Gukesh, I mean, I said before that I thought if the first couple games were a draw and Ding could play himself into the match, he would have chances. And I thought that was the best you could ask for. And then Ding wins, and then Ding is going to win game 1 with black. Like, you could not, I mean, you literally can't script this. It's so insane. It's so insane. Because to me, I was thinking, like, if Ding can draw the first couple games, get into it, he's got a chance. But he's going to do one better than that. He's going to win in game 1 and not only win, but win with the black pieces, which is just huge. Just absolutely huge. So it's amazing stuff. Incredible. Just incredible stuff. Ding glazing never stops. I mean, I have to glaze him. I mean, I have to glaze Ding. This is just so good. No, I mean, this is just so unbelievably good. I mean, you want me to not glaze him? I mean, considering how low the expectations are, to come in and put up a fight, but more importantly, to win in game 1, like, I have to glaze him. And Gukesh, I mean, Gukesh is really, when I look at Gukesh right here, it looks to me like Gukesh is just like, he's just trying to mentally reset is what it feels like. It feels like he's ready to resign, but he's just trying to mentally reset. Yeah, I'm looking at his face. Gukesh here is resigned to losing. In my opinion, he's basically thinking about the mistake, and once he figures out what he thinks he did wrong, he's going to resign. That's what I think is going to happen. I'm just looking at the cam. Start my recap? Not yet. No. Yeah, I mean, winning with black in game 1 is just like unbelievable. See what will be played here. Where did that extra half hour come from? The extra half hour came from move 40. That once I reach move 40, yeah. Ding is eating, is that chocolate? I can't tell what he's eating. He's eating something in the back room. I will play Title Tuesday tomorrow. Of course I will be. Yeah. I get around. Get around. But anyway, all right. Do I think Ding was acting? No. I mean, I think it's just Ding was able to really, I don't know what it was, but he steadied himself in the middle of this game, and he's just flat out played Gukesh. I feel like once he stopped thinking, he just started focusing on the flow state and just playing moves. He has done a great job. Get check. Okay, last moment. King h7 would be a huge mistake, so queen takes bishop and suddenly the two B's play. He'll go king h8 and then we'll get a resignation from Gukesh. One last move, which will be king g8, king h8, and then Gukesh is going to resign. After king h8, he'll resign. So we're going to get a resignation within like 2 minutes. I feel like I should start my recap. Let me refresh this board. I don't know, maybe not. Okay, I'll take one last break. Let me get a little bit more water, one last break, and then I'll He resigned, right? Yep, resignation.